Make sure it's on the Yeti. Yeah, you can hear me now. Hey, welcome. It's Chillmonger here. Don't have Marcus or Darius to tell me that my microphone's not working. We got CinemaCon coverage to cover. I will start. Well, I'll tell you that Tina's supposed to be here in like half an hour ish. Thank you guys for all telling me about it, that I'm muted. By the way, we got Tina coming. We've got Darius and Marcus. They'll show up any minute now as soon as they're available to show up. I'm gonna cover Doomsday. I'm gonna cover the Star Wars thing right immediately. We got some Streetfighter to talk about. There's a WWE story with Cameron faking some sort of beef that he's got. Rubbed me the wrong way. Just there's a whole lot of press before WrestleMania. So Street Fighter, this Children of Blood and Bone, who had a CinemaCon trailer, not revealed publicly yet. At least I'll refresh and I'll try to see. It is WrestleMania this weekend, right? Wolverine Solid X? Yes, it is. Hello to all of you guys here. The Street Trailer chair sucks ass. Hey, maybe it did. So we cutting over to Jon Favreau. He's talking to Matt Belloni, a journalist, a true one who used to work at Hollywood Reporter. Now he just works for himself. He asks an insightful question. We get answers.
Feeling.
And was there a creative spark that said to you, this is an idea that is theatrical, that is going to deliver what you just described?
This was a matter of us before going into the strike and the lockdown and all that, well, not the lockdown, but the strike, thinking we were going to be doing a fourth season, writing a fourth season.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like with the Dodgers, you get a tap on the shoulder in the bullpen. Do you want to pitch in the big game?
Yeah.
And we have been talking about doing something for the big screen with this for a long time. I thought it was going to probably be some exploration of mixing different media, like something for streaming and then having a theatrical component. I didn't know none of that really emerged. And then I finally got asked.
Kind of good to hear that. Though, so yes, this was initially supposed to be a show that was stuck to streaming. We had these 4 episodes, the season 4 played out. Then we get told to make a movie. And I always thought if we ever did a movie, it would be tied to the streaming and we do some sort of collab. He probably has an idea. He just doesn't want to say it exactly yet. But he had some sort of hybrid between streaming and movies combined. And now he's like, no, we're going to do a full movie. Or it feels like that's what his answer is going to be.
Could really emerged. And then I finally got asked, would you be open to exploring these characters for the cinema? And
then I got asked, would you be okay with exploring this for the cinema? He also stuttered 100 times. Is he talking about Kennedy? Who else asks?
You have to completely switch hats then.
Yeah, it's different filmmaking style.
Completely different. I mean, it's also, if I did another season, you assume everybody's seen everything up to that point. If I'm going to do this, I have to assume, like season 1, episode 1, that there are new people. Ironically, instead of new people seeing it because it's on the small screen, it's new people seeing Star Wars for the first time on the big screen. Because when you go to the movies, somebody might be a big fan, but you want to be able to bring somebody who's not.
No, my kid's never seen a Star Wars movie in a theater.
And I got to make it work for that audience too. And so Star Wars has always been about emotion, spectacle, humor, excitement, fun. And if you think about it, when we first saw Star Wars, it's been since renamed Episode 4, New Hope. George Lucas dropped us right in the middle of a storyline, but I never felt like I was at a loss because I understood who the good guy was, who the bad guy was, and he pulled me into that experience. And I think he was influenced a lot by the cliffhangers of his youth. And we really lean into that kind of pulpy, fun space opera thing. So I think anybody who's a fan of sci-fi will be able to jump in. But then
that's what struck me about the show initially was that it's essentially a Western.
That part, though, where he explains that this was supposed to be a TV show first, primarily, we're not losing our roots, is important. And part of that, he also talks about how he was supposed to be doing a movie. He's talking about how it's got to be fresh. I was born in 1966. That was the perfect time for Star Wars. It was my age. Movies got to be met for the first time, and you got to please them. But also remember that they're Star Wars fans, because he kind of hears all the YouTubers and stuff. Also, he's very aware of what's going on. So he's sensitive, handling it with kid gloves, giving you that. It's for the old timers, but new reader friendly as well. Comic book promoters, editors, book writers, artists, they always say the same thing. It's for the new guys also. It sounds like that's what they're saying with this movie also. Look, I've seen it done. Hey, if we're talking about Legend of Avatar, Legend of Aang, Avatar, real Avatar, No spoilers. I just mean to say I did watch the movie, and there's enough exposition done. If you're new, you don't know what the Avatar cycle is, they take care of you. If you're new, you need to know what the 4 elements are. You're good. What's the spirit world? You're like, everything is understood. It's at least it's said, so you can't pretend like, yo, I don't know what's going on. And that's what I would expect here from this movie here. Yes, it was a good movie, Lawrence. Do you know Stray Kids? What does that mean? No, it's the Chill Show. They'll be here any minute now. They'll be here any minute now to give us their takes. I'm gonna jump over to the Street Fighter. Or we're keeping things Star Wars. I'm gonna jump over to the Star Wars Mandalorian trailer, the final trailer. Dun, dun, dun. Which doesn't mean anything. There's gonna be TV spots and new clips here and there if they need to, but they call it the final trailer. We are 1 month and 3 days away from this movie. Let's give it a listen. Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu.
We've all heard stories of the Mandalorian bounty hunter and a child.
That's the Yoda song.
I only hunt Imperial war criminals. I'll take out every bad guy in your deck of cards.
This isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war.
Before going into harm's way, check your armor first.
We're protecting everything the rebellion fought for.
Good luck.
Hey.
You're gonna need it.
Hey.
Stop motion doesn't
Strap
work
in.
for me.
We need a professional.
Hang on.
What happens when you're not there to protect him?
You
Ooh.
good? I'll be right behind you. Go.
Go. They separate.
Mandalorian, you will suffer. Then it will be his turn.
Monsters. The old protect the young. And then the young. Protect the old.
The Mandalorian.
It's time.
Are you scared?
That's
You
action.
should be.
Good job, baby.
This is the way.
That's a testosterone trailer. Not bad, not too bad, not too bad. There was a cool shot here of the bounty hunter whose name I don't know, but I'm sure Darius does. Somewhere here. Not a bad look. Not a bad look at all. Good day to you, Darius. Hello.
Sorry, trying to fix my brightness.
You're not the only one with some difficulties today, but good to be joined. Are you light skin now, Darius?
Do what?
Team light skin.
No.
So with this trailer that's come out, it is a action trailer. Have you seen it before just now?
Yes, I saw it earlier when they dropped it. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I saw it earlier when they dropped it. It's a better trailer than the last trailer that they gave. It's a better trailer than the last trailer that they gave. From my understanding, the thing that was shown at CinemaCon was what they showed at D23, and I just don't understand why they haven't shown that to the public. That's the one. That's the one that you need to be showing. But Um, I've heard that what they showed at CinemaCon was really good. Heard that it has a lot of killing. I mean, I saw the trailer that they showed at CinemaCon because it's the same one they showed at D23. That is a really good clip. It's not a trailer; it's a really good clip. It's Mando going through the TE, and he's killing these snow troopers. We haven't seen snow troopers in a while. He's killing snow troopers, and he's got inside the AT-AT going around corners, sniping people, shooting people, elbowing people. So that's clip that they showed is the one they showed there. So that sounds good. I've seen some people suggesting Mando may die in this. I guess we've got a little bit of a synopsis from I wouldn't put it past him. Pedro does not want to do this anymore. But as far as the stuff that are, I'm sorry, as far as what they were saying about the synopsis, I think they said something like Mando currently is working for the New Republic. He's going around taking out these Empire fractions that are still remaining from the Empire, these Empire warlords and things like that. He's taking them out for the Republic one by one, until something happens to where the Hutts are in need of his service. And then I think that's where he's supposed to be going to find Stinky. They want him to find a Hutt for them that has been, I think, kidnapped, if I'm remembering that correctly. To where he has to go on this mission to find this Hutt, which is Jabba's son. So that's the crux of what is going on. It seems like it's more so going to be just an action-packed movie, not really there is a plot, but it's not like a plot that maybe has any type of anything on the main story that's going on canonically in Star Wars currently that's going to lead up to whatever they're doing. So yeah.
What's the main story? The Thrawn stuff?
The Thrawn stuff, yeah. So yeah, that's it. I mean, no other thoughts really. It does look better than the last trailer.
Okay, who decides what the main story is? And that's not like a silly question for fun. I just mean, is it the main story because it feels like the world is having a huge conflict? Why is it the main story?
Why is Thrawn the main story?
Yeah, why is the Thrawn stuff the main story? So what happens in Ahsoka is the main story. Now, I'm
they
not
have-
going to tell you Skeleton Crew is the main story. I kind of see that as not really involved with anything. But Din Djarin and his adventures feel like this is the main story, or at least part of it, a main story. He's the face of the league.
I don't know. I guess it's really like Obi-Wan says, from a certain point of view. Depends on where you're viewing things. Or maybe Mando could be a lead. I think they do it. They're doing the Thrawn stuff because they literally have nothing else. So yeah. And Thrawn technically would be the after Maul, since they didn't do Maul and botch that, would be the next best big bad to pull from Legends. They already botched bringing the Emperor back, and so
I hope this film has a few surprises in store for us. Might have been Steven Spielberg this week who said, I'm going to give you footage, but only from the first 2 acts of my movie. I'm not going to reveal anything from the 3rd act in this trailer. And people got to see the trailer. I expect that to be the same principle of these Star Wars guys.
yeah, hopefully they can. I mean, we'll see. I mean, people might go see this. It might make money. I've seen a lot of people saying that this trailer was the best one that they've given. I think it will make money. I don't think it's going to make all the monies, but I think it will make money.
And that's undisputable. This is the best trailer of any of them.
Yeah. So Mando Grogu, but I wouldn't put it past that Mando may die. There's a couple things that are said in the trailer that, like when he says that he's going to he's going to outlive me for centuries or however he words it, which is true. He is. Then when he says the old take care of the young and then the young take care of the old, that could be another line there that's maybe alluding to something, but more so Pedro doesn't want to do this. I think he's done.
He doesn't have to
So,
do it. He can just do it in the helmet the whole time.
but that's it. He doesn't want to be in the helmet.
He just want to get a paycheck for doing a voice work stuff. He's not in the helmet. You know this.
Yeah, but if you're Disney, are you paying Pedro just to do the voice work stuff? Because originally they wanted him in that helmet for a lot of the season one. He's in that helmet. After season one is when he complained about the helmet.
Okay, same thing here. In the first movie, we get to see his faces in the movie. He's actually going to be unmasked. Well, in the second and in the third movie, they'll just do it where he's masked.
But they've already had problems with that. That's been the discourse behind the scenes with Pedro and Disney. They want him in the mask. He doesn't want to be in the mask. So if
So
I'm
he'll do
Disney,
the
I
voice?
agree. Well, again, if I'm Disney, I'm not paying you just to do the voice stuff, all the money you want just to do the voice stuff. If we
He'll
can't
get
see
paid.
you physically,
Yeah, he'll get paid less because he's not physically there, and all he has to do is
again,
show up
so if you're
on a
then if you're
microphone
Pedro, are you taking less?
to do less
Pedro,
work. That's
how many
very
how many
understandable.
how many
I don't.
how many films did Pedro do this last year? 9, 13 or something like that? It was like 9 or 10 or something like that. So if I'm Pedro, do I really need that money that you're trying to give me less of to voice this character when I just did 9 films? I'm clearly in high demand. So I don't need you. You need me.
Well, okay, need, strong word. He does not need Disney and Star Wars money. He doesn't need any job really. But if he wants to get a little money just to record a few lines for a weekend, maybe it takes longer. Let's just say it's 2 weeks of work where he goes into the booth and then they call him 3 months later for redubs. That's easy money. It's really not that difficult. He already lives in Hollywood. He's gonna go to a zoo. There's no difficulties here, and he won't be paid as much as for the live action movies that he's gonna be up, like when he's doing Fantastic Four. But that's not the backstage discussions that I'm hearing about that matter. The backstage discussions I'm hearing about is the one where he's gonna get a 3 movie, like, it's a trilogy. If this performs well, we're getting a second and a third. That's been said, or it's been in the same websites and Twitter threads that I've been seeing that should to succeed is gonna get a second and a third. So there's no way I think he
Yeah, but
dies
who is that
unless
coming from? Because for
I
this,
can't
didn't
I
that
can't quote
originally
exactly where
that's
it's
what I'm
coming
saying. I think
from.
originally that came from it actually did. Originally that came from Daniel Richmond. So this is not from a trade. Not to say we can't believe these scoopers because we believe them for some things. It's not to say don't believe the scoopers, but this is not coming from a trade. This is
But yeah,
coming from a
there's doubt.
scooper that said, they're doing, if this does well, they're going to do a third and a second and a third.
I believe that.
I don't. I
That's
don't
how
believe that.
that's how movies have worked historically. We'll do a second and a third, and it'll work in Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't believe that they're going to do a Mando and Grogu movie 2 or 3.
So
Even if
would you
this
be
does do
open
good.
to the thought of the movie gets called Ahsoka and Grogu? The
Absolutely
Gruda
not.
and Grogu. What would the second one be called? Something and Grogu.
I think, well, you all know what I think. I've said this many times. I think we need to be moving. I don't think we need to be stalling. We're staying in the same positions that we've been in with Star Wars. I think we need to move. I think there's a very big galaxy that they themselves, are George Lucas and now Disney, have the ownership of and created. And with that great big galaxy, we seem to be stuck in just one section of it. So I would like to move. I don't want to do. Once they finish the Thrawn stuff, I would really like to move. I don't want to do more adventures with Mando and Grogu. Again, I don't even understand the point of Grogu anymore. We have strayed so far away from season 1. I just don't even know what we're doing. And again, the synopsis for the movie was fine. It more so just told me that, hey, this is not anything that's like core to the main plot of Star Wars, the canonical stuff that's going on. This is just a fun adventure that we pull out of our asses for you guys for Mando and Grogu. I'm sure there will be something at the tail end of it that probably connects it to the wider story being told in the saga, but this is more so just a fun summer adventure. Bring the kids on Memorial Day. Star Wars is back in theaters. No,
I got
not
sent a
me,
video
Grand Agent.
of comic book cast saying Aldous Hodge is Black Panther.
You said what? No, that's a no for me. You said who said that?
Comic book cast.
This movie won't do big box office. Yeah, probably not. Every actor usually signs a 3-picture deal. Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's the same
We
thing
know
for
that Marvel
this, though, simply because Pedro has been Mando since 2018. So whatever deal he signed, I'm sure a movie or movies were already in that deal. You have your TV show appearances and you have your movie appearances if there were movies, plural. When did they know that they were even doing Mando and Grogu?
So I disagree with this. That when he signed for the TV show for the 2018, he gets this contract. He goes, "I'll sign it," and it says, "By the way, movies too." I don't think that's the case. I think it's a TV show he signed up for.
No, I'm not saying, by the way, movies too. I'm saying there could have been, just like with Tom Holland, originally from what, again, Scoopers, not trades, but the Scoopers were saying that there was movie appearances as well as possibly one Disney Plus show appearance. So it could be the same thing for Pedro. You have your Disney Plus show and then you have your movie appearance.
That's impossible in the Tom Holland situation.
How is that
Do you mean
impossible?
his first contract, or you mean like the one he's on now?
I'm talking about the one that was revised before No Way Home, because there was a whole thing that he may show up in Daredevil.
It was revised. Okay, that's strange. It's because Disney Plus didn't exist when he was cast in Civil War.
I'm not
So
talking about
that's the
that.
thing that
I'm
throws me
talking
off.
about Daredevil. That's because he was supposed to show up in season 1 of Daredevil.
Like Netflix Daredevil?
Season 1 of Daredevil, Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. It's all good.
Season 1 of Daredevil came out what, last year?
Yeah, but this would have been Tom Holland's second contract. Like his first contract had his 3 movies and his 3 of Marvel movies, 3 for Sony and 3 for Marvel, and that was a wrap. So the next
The
contract,
first contract. So the next contract that they negotiated for No Way Home, when after they did No Way Home was in that. I think he had, after No Way Home, he had like maybe 2 or 3 more appearances, and then one of those appearances was rumored to have been a Disney Plus appearance.
No, that's impossible, because if it's on his first contract was created in 2015 when they were scouting and looking to get a guy. And in 2015, they weren't
What are you
thinking
talking about his
Disney
first
Plus shows.
contract? I'm talking about around the time of No Way Home. This is
Okay,
after the first contract.
Oh, no, so I don't believe No Way Home was after the first contract. I believe No Way Home was the first contract where he gets paid $1 million for the first.
Where, yeah, but what you believe in, what you believe in, what is fact are two different things.
And then $10 million for the third movie. And he signed that thing when he was a teenager. And that after he does the 3 movies. And then he takes like that 4-year break because he's not obligated to show up. And now we're on his second contract now. And we'll see how many movies. We'll find out one day what the second contract is. But that first contract covers his trilogy as well as the other 3 appearances: Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Do you remember the interview he had where he explained that now I'm not at Marvel's beck and call, I've got more responsibility with it, because he was talking about after the No Way Home movie, because he was supposed to do 3 movies. 3 Sony movies, 3 Marvel movies. Durnj says they renegotiated after Endgame in 2019. Renegotiated what? Like, what was added to this renegotiation then? Please explain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the second deal was done around the 2019 time too, but I'm also not on Tom Holland's legal team, so I couldn't say. I can only say what's been out there.
Just go by the thing that I quoted when he was doing that interview, the one where he explained Bureau and how he started going sober and stuff. In that, he explains how he's on a break now, like he doesn't have to do anything and he can have more input this time around. He had a 6 movie deal off rip. Yes, he did. That's why he hasn't been in a Marvel movie for the last 4 years. He's chilling. He's negotiating. He's like, "Oh, you guys want me back here and that? Listen to me now. I'm gonna do. I want this in my movie. You better have Zendaya in my movie." And that's how it is. That's where he is now with power. Which is why when you sign these teenagers to play superheroes like Spider-Man, you sign them longer than just 6 movies because he's Spider-Man. You don't want these actors to do this to you.
I know they redid Tom's contract. I know. But I'm just letting Jill talk.
No, it's okay if you don't believe what I'm saying, but I am quoting him from that interview. We're good.
And wherever you got that, you quoted it, so I'm sure you pulled it from the internet. So I mean, I know.
Sony Pictures and Disney reached a new deal in September 2019 to keep Spider-Man in the MCU. Oh my God. I remember that era in that time period where Sony didn't want to do collaborating with Tom Holland anymore, with Marvel anymore. It was still a third Sony movie to go, which would have been whatever Brand New Day or excuse me, They all sound the same name. That's why I'm being thrown off. It's complicated to talk about. But what you're quoting here was that time period where Sony decided we will not be doing movies with another studio anymore. And then this was the okay, fine, we'll collaborate. It'll be in the same universe. But like that has nothing to do with the paper Tom signed. That was more so about the creative decision of whether Sony would collab with Kevin Feige or not. There, Blue just said what I said. Marvel and Sony renegotiate had nothing to do with Tom's deal. No big deal. Why are we the contract rabbit hole? Why are we here? What were we saying?
No, you brought him up. I have no idea.
No idea. Hey, Tina, are you able to join and give us your reports coming out of CinemaCon? Would be happy to have you if you can. Y'all were talking about Pedro's contract. Thank you. Yeah, we were still on Star Wars. Yeah, Pedro's 3-film deal, whatever his film deal was, whatever his anything deal was started with a TV deal for sure. And then they went, hey, let's go to the movies. I would want to see Pedro continue. I think you need a link? I got you. I think Pedro is overworked. He's in way too many things. But when he started with Mandalorian, he wasn't in too many things. And I wasn't sick of seeing him everywhere. So he gets to keep this one here at least. His voice even sounds way different than his other characters.
Yeah, whoever that is, Cornelius, they have no idea what they're talking about.
Let's give it a listen.
Studios is looking at new actors to take on the role of T'Challa, aka Black Panther, after Avengers Secret Wars. I think it's going to Aldous Hodge. Yes, DCEU's very own Hawkeye.
Oh, then he's talking about what he thinks.
There's enough evidence.
What? As soon as he said, I think it's invalid?
Yeah, I don't give a damn what he thinks.
You're kind of right. Yeah, Blue said it's not even worth the listen. Appreciate you, Blue. Say no more. I'd rather get to this super chat that was just sent from I'm Too Fly Cam. I'm Too Fly with a 5. I'll be in Toronto this weekend. Where's the best place to get a burger or pizza? Is the Well worth visiting in your opinion? Mando movie looks blah. I don't know where the Well is, but if you don't mind, is there a way I could meet you or something? Like, hey, is there a comic shop you're gonna go to? Go on Google right now, a comic shop locator, and let me know if you're gonna be in town. If you'd like to meet, and we can do like content the same way I did with some other people. Actually, I think he's in the chat right now.
Iconic like Cam. What business do you have in Canada? What are you doing in Canada? People just
you don't have to answer
Canada
that. You can plead the fifth. So
people just go to Canada just to go.
Yeah, it's not Norman, bro.
Actually, Norman's a college town with a college school, so people come here just to come.
I got Iconic, who I was able to meet up and shoot a video at the comic book shop with over there. So, and he's over there. He does his statue reviews. He just did a static thing a week ago. but this doesn't have to be just iconic. What if I went ahead and said, "Yo, Cam, let's meet up at a comic shop. Let's do something." Hey, you want a Dakota incident? No, wait. You said this weekend? No, I can't do it. But yeah, just let me know if you want. And then what app would you like to contact me on? Instagram. He said, "My lady is seeing family, the Etobicoke area, tagging along." Darius? Yeah, you coming, Darius?
Nice. Oh, no, I'm afraid to leave the country, but that's nice.
Oh, I gotta answer your question about burgers, right? A place to get a burger or pizza in Etobicoke. Acme Burger, ACME Burger. Yeah, here comes Tina. Hello. Yep, I see you, but I don't hear you.
Oh, I was
But
on
look who's
mute.
in. Yes, we hear you now. How you doing?
I got beef with you. Don't worry about it. Where Marcus at?
Is it about Children of Blood and Bone?
No.
Jonathan Majors?
No.
What the hell? What other is beef? What?
Where hold on. Where is Marcus? When is he coming? Because he was the first one who reached out to me. Where he at? I don't want to get into all of this and then he come and we gotta go through it again. So is he coming?
All right, let's just deal with the reporting before we open up. Hey, that's a tease, guys. That's a tease. Okay. I appreciate you fellas. I'll check it out. Okay, by the way, Two Fly Cam, can you reach out to me? Like if you really are in the city, I would like to meet you. So please let me know.
I'm really shocked that you want to meet him. You are so weird with your private life. I'm shocked that you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say hi. I'm Chillmonger, and I'm gonna dap him up and everything. It's all good.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and then we're gonna shoot content together. If he's willing, maybe he's a private guy too, and he doesn't want to because he didn't say it. He didn't say he wanted to anything. My lady is seeing the family. All right. Chill CIA, LOL. Don't insult me, bro. Yeah, Blue Sky or Insta? I don't like Twitter. Okay, fine. Instagram. Yeah, just find me on Instagram. Tina's back.
My bad. Hey, Darius.
What's up?
Jazz Marie. See, it's why you don't get married.
Did they give that T-shirt out, or is that custom?
That's my shirt. It's custom.
Doom's coming.
It's Gucci, Versace.
What did Kevin Feige get up there and say?
Oh, Jesus. See, I'm the wrong person for this because I'm old and I forget stuff. He didn't say much. He was just like, everybody, all of y'all think that Thanos is the biggest villain. There's no bigger villain than Dr. Doom, and there's no one else who could have played this role but Robert Downey Jr. Robert, come on out. And all that foolishness.
And then Downey came out there and stoked the crowd, and
I
saw that video.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Y'all, it might be easier. Y'all just ask me questions because it's been a long week. It's a lot, so I probably can answer questions more than give information.
The trailer, the clips that they showed, that I saw the description of it and everything. The description of it it excited me. I'll be honest with you. So being in the crowd, seeing it, what did it do for your personal excitement for the film?
I hate to be the person to judge because we come from this. So a lot of the stuff that we already know was in the trailer. So I wasn't as excited as the crowd was because I was like, oh yeah, we knew this was coming. But you got to think, we're in a room full of executives, movie theater owners, they're going crazy. But I don't think it was the best trailer that I saw this week. I've seen some really good trailers, but it is a good trailer for the general audience. This movie is going to make a lot of money. This movie is going to make some money.
Absolutely.
It looked great.
I was never in doubt, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's going to make shit tons of money just from the description that I saw. I mean, you've got what him stopping Thor taking Mjolnir, or Chris Hemsworth, Evans, Captain America taking Mjolnir out of his hand. The dialogue, I guess, that Thor gave, the little pre-speech or whatever, the description of that, was that in the video that y'all saw? Yeah. Just it all
not the one.
good.
There wasn't dialogue. It wasn't the same dialogue from his original trailer. It was kind of weird. So let me tell you. So the movie opens up, and it opens up exactly in the X-Men trailer. So it's kind of like a visual of that. But then you hear someone talking like, there's danger coming. And at first I didn't know it was RDJ because he does have an accent. This person is completely unrecognizable. I thought it was just somebody like narrating it. So I was like, I'm trying to hear and watch at the same time, but voice is completely unrecognizable. Didn't know it was him until I'm into it. And then I'm like, oh, that's Dr. Doom speaking. So
that's nice. That's good to hear. Good to hear, because I know that was a concern for a lot of people at the very beginning when he was cast as Doom. Is he gonna have the accent? Is he gonna, blah blah blah? So that's cool. Cool to see.
Yeah.
What up, y'all?
What up, Marcus?
What's going on?
I was trying to wait on you. I didn't want to start without you.
No, you good. You good. I knew I was gonna be late.
It's almost like Robert Downey's not playing Doom, and he's just back to play Iron Man. They're telling you he's Doom, so they don't have to explain why he's on set.
I know that that's a theory he's had as a cracked pot theory from the very beginning, but he is Doom
from the very beginning.
Yeah. Can I crash out my beef with Chill, and then we can continue?
Let's
Damn,
hear
we got
it.
beef?
Yes, I have beef with Chill.
It's not about Jonathan Majors, and it's not about Children of Blood and Bone.
No. Okay. What did you say on that stream? Because I watched y'all stream when y'all was streaming the other day, and you introduced the other guy. I forgot his name.
Jedi Mike. Go ahead.
Jedi Mike. You did a little, Jedi Mike is at CinemaCon and da. And then the good brother Darius said, well, Tina's there too. And you're like, oh, yeah. Shout out to Tina. Maybe next year, Jedi Mike can hire Tina and she can work for him.
I did say that.
What type of shit is that to say? Why would I be working for him?
Because he was going under his Soul Media. He was like invited this time under his own brand. That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to uplift him. Like he's going to be so big. He's going to be able to hire people. It wasn't a slight on you. Sorry if you took it that way, Tina. I apologize. That's all I meant. I didn't mean anything. I think she gotta go.
No, she gotta go get something.
Oh, she got her own publication or something? I didn't know.
I didn't go under my own brand?
I didn't know. Salute. I salute you for that. I appreciate you for that, but I wasn't trying to take a dig at you.
Shady boots. That was oof. Maybe next year Jedi Mike can hire
pretending
Tina.
To be offended. I think she's pretending to be offended.
Right? Maybe next year Jedi Mike can hire her and she can go under him.
Well, hey, look. If it's any consolation, I was getting ready to get with you right after this to figure out how we could start getting into stuff like that because I was jealous. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. When I see you reviewing all the movies,
likewise,
it's Sunny, she doing her shit. I'm like, hey man, I'm jealous. I want to be there right now, so I was, gonna try to get the plug.
That might be some little Canadian shade that you had going on.
Relax.
I defended you, Tina. I said, as he says, while we sit here talking about you being there. So it's okay. I got you.
She'll play on your head like that.
Some shady shit. Maybe next year Jedi Mike can hire Tina. Why Jedi Mike can't hire your ass and you go under him? Why he gotta hire me?
I would appreciate it if Jedi Mike hired me. I'd appreciate it if I went on my own too. I'd like both scenarios.
You gonna learn. You need to bring your to America. You gonna learn one day. You gonna learn.
I apologize for the way I made you feel, Tina.
What up, Pam?
I congratulate you for getting to a place where you can be invited to CinemaCon under Tina Locklear.
It's not a congratulations. It's just like a.
So that's what I mean. You're pretending to be offended. Oh, it's not a congratulations. All right, Tina. All right.
it was a little shady. It was a little, it was a little Real Housewives of where you from? Canada. It was a little maybe next because Darius tried to shoot me a little bail. Darius was like, hey, Tina's there too, and she was like, oh, maybe next year Jedi Mike can hire her and she could go under him. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck Jill talking about?
No, I always got you.
What the hell are you talking about?
This is funny. You had this one tucked. You was like, "Oh, I got his ass." Next time I get on,
it was a backhand shit.
I ain't gonna talk shit about you behind your back. I'm gonna bring it to you. Like I ain't worked in movies for goddamn forever. Right. Just like I'm just me. But what's up, y'all?
Get it all out.
No. Let's talk about some of these movies.
All right.
So y'all just got done talking about what? Doomsday?
We didn't talk a lot about
it.
Get
into Doomsday.
Well, I mean, what is there more than that? Than the was there any no, it sounds like he was just narrating as Doom. There's no hinting to why why our Tony Stark is playing Doom. Does anybody react to the fact he looks like Tony Stark?
We don't see him. There's no story told in this trailer at all. It's a lot of clips. There's nothing that you can really put together.
From my understanding, that's not going to be addressed. Is what they said. I thought that they're not going to address that the reason he looks that way. And I think that's crazy as well, but
that's crazy. That's nuts.
And some outlets are reporting that we saw his face. We didn't see his face. I saw some people saying you see Doom's scarred face. He's only in the trailer twice. We didn't see his face at all. So I don't know where they got that from. We don't see his face at all. He's only in the trailer twice.
You said Doom, Cap, Thor. Who else do you see?
Oh, everybody we saw a trailer that we saw.
All the X-Men.
The chairs for.
The chairs. Okay.
Yeah, everybody was in there.
So the description that I read, it said something about Rebecca Romijn transforming into Yelena.
Yeah.
It said Shang-Chi fighting. Who was he fighting? Gambit.
Yeah.
What else was in there?
And you know what? This is what I think. I had tweeted this. So Yelena and Mystique, they're fighting. Bow, 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 bow. Mystique like, fuck it. I'm just going to turn into you. So she transforms into Yelena. Yelena's like, whoa, what the fuck? I really think they kind of throwing us off, and she might transform into
Black Widow. Yeah, I think so. That just makes more sense. That would be so much better. That's dope.
Know who Black Widow is?
How do we know that she does it in her universe?
Yeah.
Maybe has a version of her. Both of them.
Yeah. But yeah, Gambit and Shang-Chi, that fight, and mind you, y'all, this is like 3-second clips, so we're not seeing a lot. But what we're seeing, that looked pretty cool. The Mystique and Yelena fight looks pretty cool. So the scene in the desert, it is a bunch of people in that scene. That is all of the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four meeting the Wakandians. So when in the old trailer, when Shuri gets off of the cliff and he's like, hey, I'm Ben, bunch of people are just right behind him. Everybody's like right behind him. So they're obviously going to wherever Shuri is. And it looks like it's so weird. So it looks like a desert, right, y'all, from what we see. But Namor has created like a wave wall. It's like they're in the desert, but it's a wave wall. So I don't know if this wave wall is kind of like protecting them from Doom, or if they're just at the bottom, or if they're see all that white there in the actual trailer, it's a blue wall of waves that's kind of surrounding them. So
and
it looks like they might be at the bottom of the ocean.
The ocean, and he cleared the ocean floor.
Maybe.
I saw that you said
that?
Yes.
When did he do that?
I saw you said there's still some very heavy tension between the Wakandans and what are they? The Atlanteans is what I'm calling them.
So in this scene here, I'm assuming that's the scene that we see. Shuri walks up to Namor, but there's no audio. So it looks like he either says something, and then her and the door, they kind of get in defense mode. And then all of the Talokan, they get in defense mode, and he just sitting there like, Bitch, I killed your mama and what?
Mm.
That's what it looks like. That's what I'm assuming because there's no
Ugh.
dialogue. But
Ugh.
there's something said that puts her in defense mode because she has the Black Panther suit on, but her mask isn't on. And he says something and she immediately gets into fight mode. The mask comes on and all the Dora like point at him, and then the Talokan kind of surround them. So I'm just assuming she maybe goes to him for help. He obviously agrees because then you have the Fantastic Four and the Thunderbolts all kind of meeting there as well. That's what I'm assuming.
Then he was like, I was smoking on that Queen Mama pack. And she got mad. She said, "Ha!"
Was Steve wearing the suit?
No, Steve doesn't wear the suit. The scene that we see Steve is just like the concept art that we saw. If y'all saw that concept art, where he has
so the concept art is real.
Yeah, where he has on the coat, the long hair, the beard, and the cargo pants.
Well, hold on now. Wait. You just said something key. The concept art is real. Like
you were going to exactly where I was going. So that's T'Challa.
Yeah. So
yeah,
and did he show up? And what he look like?
No.
Oh, motherfucker! Come on now.
None of that. I think that's Secret Wars. You think that was
concept art for Secret Wars?
None of that concept art that we saw, like that original drop, was not in this film. But if you've been following like the Scoopers and stuff, they've been dropping all this little weird concept art. But yeah, that concept art was real. He doesn't wear the suit from what we see. Sam has the suit on.
The Shang-Chi Nightcrawler was 3-second clips of them fighting. That's it.
Gambit, not Nightcrawler.
Oh,
I didn't
Gambit?
see I didn't see Nightcrawler in there.
Did you see Shang-Chi in any more scenes?
Shang-Chi and Gambit.
He didn't speak nothing, no narration.
Nobody said anything really. It was mostly Doom narrated for a little bit, and then it was just action scenes and score.
How were the visuals for the Shang-Chi and Gambit? Like what were they doing?
It looks like they're fighting in the X Mansion, and Shang-Chi, and y'all don't hold me to this because it's hard to kind of remember, but it looks like him and Shang-Chi was facing each other, and Shang-Chi like pulls his rings out, and Gambit takes his cards out, and he throws the card and he throws the ring, and then it cuts to somebody else, so we don't get to see what happens.
So I wonder if this must be, if they're in the X Mansion, that must be the part that we've seen where they've already spoken with the Fantastic Four. They've already spoken with the Wakandans. Now they've gone to the X-Men universe to retrieve Monica. And we've heard from the recent rumors is Monica is supposed to be the one that kind of brokers this peace deal between the X-Men and the Avengers, for them to work together. That's coming from Alex, the Cosmic Circus.
Maybe.
So it all lines up with everything that has been leaked and things like that. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, for the most part. And I don't know how they're visualizing incursions, but there is a scene. Okay, y'all remember in the trailer where it looks like it's a bunch of fire and the Sentinel is kind of walking in the back. So we see that, but Professor X is in he's in the trailer, and he's in the X Mansion, and there's a window, and you just see the fire outside. And so some people were saying that looked kind of like an incursion.
Ooh.
Like it looks like an incursion may be fiery because
same scene where Scott is outside and he take the visor off. So he's trying to shoot at the incursion.
I don't know. And the reason being I say that is when the trailer opens up, it looks like Dr. Doom is in a graveyard, but don't hold me to that. But he's kneeling down somewhere, and it looks like I saw a grave into his left.
I think that's right.
It's just
because I think
fire.
It's supposed to be it's from the Scoopers. There's going to be a scene where we're supposed to see him, and that's his daughter and his wife's grave because they died in whatever he's pissed at Steve Rogers for causing. And I think that the fire that you're talking about is then his universe being destroyed.
That's what it looks like. It looks like because it's just fire, like to the left of him kneeling, it's just fire, and it's like he like cool with it, like it is what it is. So I don't know if he's causing the incursions, and that's why he's not really scared, or I don't know. That opening scene is a little weird. Somebody said it's Thor fighting Doom. Yes, it ends with Thor, and I think he has Stormbreaker. He has Mjolnir in the trailer too, but I think in this scene he also has Stormbreaker, and he's like jumping to hit Doom, and Doom just uses like he looked like Wanda a little bit because he kind of like stops him in midair and just nigga get out of here, man. Go on, man. What y'all doing? This what y'all got? Thor, this what y'all got?
Yeah, that's actually right there. That's what it was. It's not the incursion. It's something he might have
done it. Yeah.
But I thought they said it was something he's upset with because it's like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the cartoon. He's upset with Steve for something Steve did. Is it because Steve went back and lived the life that he lived, which causes incursions?
So
yeah,
the rumor,
what Steve did has consequences. We know that.
Let's see if I can remember. What Steve does, it causes an incursion, but Doom's family doesn't die. Y'all remember when the first rumor started, it was like Steve causes the incursions and his family dies in the incursion.
Doom's family, yeah.
But what the new rumor is, his family lives, but Dr. Doom is in the lab testing stuff out, trying to stop future incursions, and whatever Dr. Doom does, the lab blows up, kills his family. And he kind of is still blaming Steve with that. So that could be maybe this graveyard scene. It looks like a graveyard, but it's not clear. You just see him kneeling down, and it's just fire to the left side of him, and he's just like, man, whatever. So,
how does the suit look on him?
It looks just like, you know what, y'all? All this AI shit has really like messed me up, and I wonder if it's gonna mess y'all up when y'all see it, because all of that AI stuff we saw kind of looks like this too. Because like I'm seeing Dr. Doom and I'm like, this looks like the AI Dr. Doom that's been going around. But like I said, we didn't see a lot of him. We only saw like 2 clips.
Look at this, Tina. Tell me, does it remind you anything of this? Hold on. Let me find it here. Does it look anything like this?
I don't see anything.
You're sharing my screen.
It don't look that bad. Like you can tell that's AI.
Well, I mean, as far as when Doom walked, like Doom's suit and shit, not so much.
Oh, the suit. Yeah, but better. The suit looks better than that. Yeah. It looks like the concept art, honestly. It looks just like all of the concept art and all of the promo images that we've been seeing.
Gotcha.
But I mean, this trailer is for the general audience. Like I said, y'all might not be impressed because we've been covering this stuff for so long, and you like, oh, okay, this is what we've been talking about. That's it. But yo, that crowd in there was crazy.
And see, that's been my point. That's been my point from the very beginning when debating about Doomsday's success. Regardless of Marvel's last 5 years, people are going to go in. The general audience is going to go insane when that trailer drops.
I didn't start this. It wasn't no reason to even go here. We was talking about the movie.
Why we can't go here? It's part of the conversation every week. You
don't have to go here. You could just listen and accept the truth, Marcus.
Blue.
I'm excited. Listen, I'm excited sitting here talking to y'all about it. I'm not gonna cap like it sounds good.
Oh yeah.
But let's not put too much on an audience filled with people who are invested in this thing being good. Like they saw a good property.
No.
And they were already going into it excited.
She was in house.
It's not like they had a bunch of a room full of people who were looking to trash what they were looking at.
Bro, these ain't fans, bro. These are executives. These are movie theater owners.
Which is the easiest people to excite.
Which
is the easiest crowd to excite.
No.
What stake does a movie theater owner have in it, though, to be excited?
What stake does a movie theater owner have in it? The prospect of having another $1 billion Marvel film in his theater? What do you mean? What stake does he have in it?
No,
he doesn't have a stake to be excited, though.
If it was not exciting, he wouldn't be excited.
Oh my God, here comes another in-game level movie that I can show for 10 weeks. That's what the level of excitement comes from.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but I'm not that doesn't tell me that the movie's look, y'all. Look. Listen, Linda, listen to me. I am not trying to rain on y'all's parade. I'm not trying to yuck y'all's yum. I didn't even say this thing wasn't gonna make a bunch of money. I just told you and Darius that Dune is going to take a big enough bite out of this movie to make a difference. That's what I said.
Here's what I'm saying this now.
That doesn't stop Doomsday from being a good film.
Doomsday is going to little bro Dune. Doomsday is going to. It is going to happen. Dune is going to do numbers. It's not doing Doomsday numbers. Doomsday.
So what did you say again for? Would you say again for Doomsday? How much is going to make?
I said it's going to make over $1 billion.
No, give me a number.
I don't know.
It's hard to put a number on it, but
I said 900 million.
No.
Same time as Doom.
It's rolling past 900 million.
People are going to be look, folks, we at $4 about now on average for a gallon. How many movies y'all think people are going to see when it's at 5 or 6 or wherever the hell it's going to be when all of this shit in the Middle East hits a critical mass? Like we're no longer in a place where people can go see 3, 4, 5 movies a month.
Yeah,
that's the reality.
If they got to pick between Dune and Doomsday, they're going
to be Doomsday. It's going to be Doomsday.
And I will say right now, the footage that we saw from Dune, because we saw like 15 minutes of Dune, the footage looks great. Dune looks dope. It's not Avengers though. That's it. It's just not. It's just not. And
Marcus,
it looks
I'll pick
great.
a number for you. Marcus said 900 million. I got Avengers Doomsday double and get 1.8.
Hell no.
Double.
Hell no. Mm-mm.
More, bro. Yo, more. I can see 2 billion.
I think, and I understand why, because honestly, there's a lot of built-in nostalgia around the age when Marvel was dominating. But we have to take into account what we've seen tangibly from this company and not project to what we want them to be and hold them to account to what they have been. And what they have been has not been a box office bet. They have not been a guarantee at the box office.
You're holding into the sins of the past 5 years.
Because I really didn't even want to get into this. I really didn't want to get into it. But now we're here. All I'm saying is that judge them for what they've shown you to be today and not what they were 8 years ago or in 2016 or whenever they were able to just shit out $1 billion film. Judge them for what, because they tried really hard last year and every single one of them fell up short. I'm not saying that this film is going to be those, but
they're not.
I'm not saying they are. But what I'm saying is that could be the difference between coming in short of $1 billion or making $1.8 billion like y'all think.
This is a comic
I said $1.8 billion.
lovers.
I said 1.8. Don't put that on
wet dream. It is a comic book lover's wet dream. Thank you.
It is so sloppy.
This is the equivalent of get your special sock out, nerds.
Okay.
It's going to get crazy.
It is so sloppy, bro. Like it's just they know what they doing. They know what they doing.
And
they
that's the point too.
Feeding into it.
Zootopia just made $1.9 billion.
Yeah,
the most anticipated film. Hold on,
you
wait a minute. The most anticipated film of 2026 currently is Toy Story 5. Toy Story 5 is going to make over $1 billion as well. If them damn toys is making over $1 billion, what do you think the Avengers? Now, you're holding Marvel to the sins of the past 5 years. As I said earlier on my stream, that doesn't matter. None of that matters. When you add in all the pieces that you are adding into Doomsday, you cannot equate Doomsday to the Fantastic Four, to Thunderbolts, or brave new shit.
That's fine, man. That's fine. I'm staked in my position. Y'all staked in yours. We just gotta wait and see what happens.
Let me tell you.
We're not gonna argue about it for the next 8 months. We're just gonna see what happens.
Yeah, we will
see what happens.
I want to use the past problematic post Endgame era of the last 7-8 years as evidence.
I do. Everybody wants to, and so no, pull me back in. Let's just see what happens.
As evidence, I'll use the bad movies that happened in this period, in the post Endgame period, and then we just have something like Spider-Man No Way Home, where oh my god, 3 Peters, $1.9 billion. You know, we don't really get what the fans want for a little bit, and then we just get Deadpool and Wolverine. And that made over $1 billion, maybe 1.3 from my memory. But when there's something that the people want, there it is. When it's Eternals or Thunderbolts, there it's not. So this, I'm gonna use those last 8 years that you were saying. Oh, look at it. It's not like before. No, it's like right now. When there's something that the people want, Doomsday will make the 1.8 plus that I'm telling you will happen.
I that's a good example, Chill, because it's
So,
you can use that
Thomas
you can
Crown
use that
Affair.
example. You can even use that example outside of Marvel, because remember when people were talking about theater fatigue and people weren't trying to go to the movies, Lilo and Stitch still made $1 billion. Inside Out 2 made $1 billion. Like
Y'all are
people are going to go to the theater to people are going to go to
Disney
the theater
animation
to see what they want
and
to
the
see.
Reimagined
We don't have
studio
to reach into
cover
Disney
up
animation.
for Marvel failures.
This
I
is an
wanted to move on from
Avengers
this.
title.
Y'all sitting over here talking about Lilo and
Avengers
Stitch.
alone
Talk to
put
me about
asses in
Thunderbolts.
seats. The
Talk to me about
Avengers
Fantastic Four.
alone put asses in
Talk to me
seats.
about
The X-Men. You
what else?
added the X-Men
Talk to me
into the
about Captain
equation.
America 4.
They
Talk to
put
me about
asses
those.
in seats. We're talking about characters that
Talk to
put
me about
asses
Disney
in
animation.
seats. We don't
Talk
have
to
to
me
talk
about
about it in Disney
Zootopia.
animation. We
Moana
don't have
always
to
gonna make
talk
their
about
money. Don't
Disney
talk to me
animation.
about that.
We can
Talk to me
talk
about the
about the
Marvel
Avengers.
shit.
The Avengers put asses in seats. You are comparing the Avengers to the fucking Fantastic Four, to the Thunderbolts, to Anthony Mackie.
So the Avengers put asses in seats, but then we got a movie with all the people that we just said suck. Still got the Thunderbolts in there. We still had the underperforming ass Fantastic Four. We still got all the people from the movies that we said we didn't want, that the audience said that they didn't want. It ain't just Chris Evans and RDJ. It's all of those people too, right?
The Avengers. You are now combining them with the Avengers. You're combining them with the Fox X-Men. You're combining it with nostalgia. You're combining it with an Avengers title.
I wanted to
Avengers
move on from this 2 minutes ago. I wanted to be off of this.
Crazy.
We here for Doomsday. We not finna move on. No,
Miles
don't
Morales,
try to
anyone?
run. Don't run now.
Miles Morales, anyone?
No.
Because look. Here's brass tacks. Okay, at the end of the day, you've got everything that they can possibly push behind this movie. I for one think that they've been doing that for a couple of years now. Like they've been actually trying and coming up short. I think that's the disconnect. Y'all think that they ain't really been putting in no effort, and then they popped out for Doomsday and they came brand new. They changed, they're completely different. I think it's the same people, but never mind that, right? Can we just get to December and just watch and see what happens?
That's it. You want to watch and see what happens.
That's I want to see what happens when I make my
been on here arguing every week about the box office.
How many ways we gonna say it? I do not have faith in their current constitution. Y'all think that they can go back to days of old. We disagree.
Let me give you an example.
I absolutely don't think that they can go back to days of old, because it doesn't stop after Secret Wars or Doomsday. They still have a big mountain to climb as far as getting the fandom back. But we are talking about one film here that is. This is just not Fantastic Four.
I also want to point out, y'all argued me up and down about Superman too, and y'all was talking to me just as crazy. Not you, Tina. Not you. You don't got to make that face.
Don't say me. Don't say me.
Argued me down about Superman the same exact way, and Superman's face drug in the mud all through the
I won my bet. I won my Superman bets.
Yeah, don't say me.
You said it would make more than Fantastic Four, but you also said it was going to make somewhere around $1 billion. Both of y'all was saying it was going to make $1 billion.
I didn't say because I put Fantastic Four against Superman. I put Fantastic Four against Superman. Why would I want it to make more than Fantastic Four? I was betting on Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I don't remember saying
sense.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't say
never
Superman
argue with me about Superman. I love
the chat is here.
I love that what we do is report.
Here.
I love that what we do.
The chat is, and I love that what we do is in front of an audience. I love that what we do is in front of an audience. So the audience can chime in. Audience, did I go against Superman, or was I? Why would I go against Superman if I was betting on the Fantastic Four? So audience, I love that what we do is in front of you guys. Please chime in.
I'm trying to get the reviews up here.
Can I just say something right quick?
Yes.
So, that Coliseum that we're in, it holds like 6,000 people. Because I saw somebody in the chat say it's just a bunch of influencers here. Out of 5,000 people here, it's probably 100 influencers, maybe, if that. The majority of people here are corporate people, movie theater owners. Now, I say that to say, opening night we had Sony, so that's Brand New Day, that's Spider-Verse. The line to get in was crazy, like insane. All right, we go to night 2 for Warner Brothers. I was able to walk in. There was no line. And I don't know if that's because the industry right now has beef with Warner Brothers because of this potential Paramount sale. Warner Brothers wasn't hitting. Like it was some weird energy in the room that night. Before they even got to the end of the slate, before they even showed the Dune, like the first 15 minutes of Dune, people left. People was leaving. They was gone. Today, the doors open at 2:00. People were in line at 12:30 to get in there because they knew what was coming. That's the difference. It's like, yes, Dune is a great movie, but I want to see what they got to do. It's different. It's different. It's different.
It's a
Who were the
comeback story.
influencers you
People
saw?
love
I
a
saw
good comeback
Brandon
story.
Davey. Who were the influencers that you remember seeing there?
Do we consider Straw Hat Goofy an influencer? I saw Straw Hat Goofy. I didn't see some of these people. I think Soups was there.
Did he cry?
I didn't see him, but I saw him tweet. He was there. I wasn't in the mix with the people. As soon as I don't have a social battery for all of that. But I just saw someone in the chat saying, "Oh, people was excited because it was a bunch of influencers there." It probably was less than 1% of influencers there. It wasn't a lot. You probably want to throw me in the influencer bag. I'm an independent YouTuber, so it's not a lot of us here.
But Jedi Mike was there, and I hope he makes so
him.
much money that he hires you, Tina, and you go, "Well, I got my own business." Oh, that much money?
I tried to find him. I tried to find him so we could make a video specifically to you for that bullshit you said.
Why are you so sensitive? Why me uplifting Mike and saying he's doing such a good job, he'll be able to hire people means that
you didn't say hire people.
I meant no ill will to you.
You didn't say hire people.
What I say? I said maybe she'll work for Mike. Didn't I say that?
You didn't say Jedi Mike is doing so great. Maybe he'll be able to hire a team of people to go with him. You said Jedi Mike. Hey, maybe next year he'll be able to hire Tina. What is he hiring me for? That's all I got.
There's nothing wrong with work because how much zeros need to be on that to work for Mike?
There's not enough zeros in the world for me to come back and do what I used to do and come work for any company because you got to move how these companies tell you to move. There's not enough zeros.
You wouldn't cover under another person's banner if they paid you to do it? You wouldn't do that? Why not?
Because I have a job that I make great money on. So why would I come? This is a hobby for me. This is shit I do for fun. I don't want this to be my second job. You could not pay me to come do this for somebody else because I got to follow their rules. I might not be able to wear my Doom shirt. I might got to wear a suit.
Assuming it's the same rules, assuming everything's fine, it's just a matter of the paycheck says someone else's name. You still wouldn't do it?
If I get to do what I want, yeah. And I'm not
Access
censored.
Hollywood come calling or something like that. NBC come calling or something like that.
No.
Well, NBC is gonna come with little to do's and not to do's.
Well, sure, but I'm saying like that's good money.
But think about it. Think about all the people we see that are constricted. I can't do what I want. I probably wouldn't even be able to come on here with y'all.
No, yeah, you're right.
There's rules and regulations when you work for, other people doing this type of work.
We're safe. What do you mean?
No, but what I'm saying is there may be exclusivity. Like, hey, we're sending you here to report on here. You can only report it for our network. You can't do it on your YouTube. You can't go nowhere else.
I think Stephen A has that with his ESPN sports stuff and then on his Stephen A.
Yeah.
Not on the same level at all.
Netflix did that to the Breakfast Club. Hemmed them up. They can't even post on social media. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
sure to get paid handsomely
at all, but I get that. We had restrictions like that with NAU being sponsored. Couldn't wear. We had on game days. We had if it did not everything they wore, everything I had on. If it did not have a check on it, you run the risk of getting the boot out of the sponsorship. So I get that, and I hated that shit.
Yeah, I might have to be at the corporate party right now. I don't want to do that shit. I done that before. I don't want to live that life. That ain't me.
Jedi Mike is not making anyone go out there free will. Jedi Mike is gonna run a humane practice business. It's gonna be great.
Shout out Jedi Mike.
All right, but for real though, What did they have for Aegon's conquest? What was they talking
Nothing.
about?
Can I before we get to the next thing? There's some super that came regarding Avengers.
6-7.
Huh?
I went 6-7.
Okay,
Hit the super, bro.
hit the super.
I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money.
Jay gave $2 to say, if I have to rob a liquor store, so be it. What does he mean? He wrote that 14
When I was
years
talking
ago.
about people being broke.
I don't encourage that, and neither do the three others. We're good. We're good on that.
Yeah, don't
Hey,
go
yo,
to jail on
Steve gave a 10 membership to the channel.
Oh,
Shout out,
So
Steve.
you can go
appreciate you,
and,
Steve.
and show love. So thank you to Steve, as always. Thank you, Steve. Steve's someone I'd meet too, not just I'm Too Fly Cam. I'd meet Steve. Who else would I meet? There's a couple of you guys I'd meet. Let's go to another super duper chat.
If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up.
Doomsday will break every cinema record ever.
Hold on, hold that right there. Let me get a snapshot. 'Cause, you know, y'all love to say stuff and don't own up to it. Shout out to Dwayne Coleman. At least he shouted out. There we go. I got
I don't
it.
know
Go
if
ahead.
it's gonna break every record.
Yeah, no, it's gonna break every film cinema record ever, bro. He's gonna make more than Avatars.
Double what you projected. Double. Does anyone want to get in their Avengers Doomsday? We can change it later as we get closer, of course. But does Darius or Tina want to give a box office for Doomsday? I can't hear you, Darius.
At least 1.7. That's on the low end. That's on the low. That's on the low.
Whoa. Whoa.
I gave
Hold on, let me
Michael
write it down.
Jackson 1 point. I gave Mike 1.3 on the low.
Hold on, 1.7 from Tina.
Yeah.
That in that case, I'm with Marcus. I'm like the opposite.
Hey,
I'm going.
that's
you guys know how
1.7 from Tina.
1.7, right? Decimal 7. That's right. If Darius is
Darius,
talking,
you
I
on
can't hear
mute.
him.
You on mute, Darius.
I saw you do the mute thing, and I still don't hear. Maybe it's like a technical issue on your end.
With
But
yours, Tina, it may beat my prediction, and I still may be closer. I might
Bro.
still end up closer.
every
1.7.
cinema record ever, maybe Secret Wars,
You
because we
were-
still gotta have
You
the
just said there,
momentum.
chill. What you just said there, chill, about going with Marcus. You're only saying that because you're the only one on the panel that doesn't understand the Michael Jackson effect.
No, I'm not doubting Michael Jackson. And if Michael Jackson was in this movie,
I know
starring
you are
for a
doubting his
2-hour
skin
movie,
color
I
and
would-
the
I would say
racism
yes.
and blah 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 blah. All these barriers that Michael Jackson has broken. I understand what you're
I
saying.
know,
That's why I said
know
you don't
Michael gonna
understand
make
the
some
Michael
money. How
Jackson
I get
effect.
into that?
Well, I didn't even finish what I was saying about Michael. I'll say it again. In the Michael situation, I'm where Marcus is, where I'm the one going, no, guys, white supremacy exists.
Oh,
This movie's not going to make
That's
as
literally
much.
what I just told you. Again, that's why I said you don't understand the Michael effect. You're putting racism on Michael Jackson where it doesn't matter with Michael Jackson. So you just don't
Hey,
understand
we're
the
not
Michael
too far.
effect. It's cool. It's cool.
We're a week away.
You don't have to understand Mike. You just
Who's
Oh,
the
Lord.
Canadian Michael Jackson so we can make him understand? Is
Sean
it Wayne
Desmond.
Gretzky?
Hugh Jackman.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Hugh
Bieber.
Jackman, Justin Bieber.
Bieber is
Bieber.
there, Michael.
So do you think
Drake.
the Bieber
Yeah,
biopic
Drake.
is gonna make $1 billion?
Which one?
The
Would a
Bieber
Bieber
if
biopic
it ever
make $1
happened.
billion?
Nah.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
No.
They do well though.
No.
Taylor
Even
would.
here's the thing. He had a biopic in the height of Bieber fever, and it didn't.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you need the years, you need the generations to grow up on your music. You need the customers to get there.
Hey,
Michael
Drake
has
is
that, just like
disrespected.
both.
He feels disrespected. Y'all call Bieber the Canadian Michael.
It's Drake.
But Tina, I want it to make 1.3 just as much as you want it to make 1.3 also.
That's me. Now, what I will say is I'm disappointed they're not here. Their marketing has been a little shoddy to me. It hasn't had the best marketing. But I think it's gonna have legs, and I think it's gonna have a lot of walk-up traffic. That's what I speculate. There's not a lot of pre-sales at the moment, but I think it's going to have a large black crowd, kind of like Black Panther and Sinners. So I think it'll have a lot of walk-up traffic.
Are you nervous about the international audience thing too? Were you there the stream I was showing international numbers?
Oh,
I'm not nervous about China.
You shouldn't be worried about any of them.
Yeah.
Why? But he's
We love
worried
Michael
about
around the
China
world.
because he doesn't get it. Michael was huge in China. Huge, like huge.
So, hold on real quick, because Bohemian Rhapsody made like 50 around. We looked at it like a couple weeks ago. It was like around 50-ish million in its opening weekend. Michael is already trending beyond that. Bohemian Rhapsody made 900 million.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean,
It's Michael
if numbers hold and the difference in stardom in between Queen and Michael Jackson persist, I think you should be looking north of $1 million.
That's a domestic argument, and I'm speaking.
No. That's a global argument because Michael Jackson is not a domestic entity.
The reason it's a domestic argument is because you said that it's Bohemian did 50 million domestic open. You said
right. And
then you said
you're right.
domestically-
Yeah, those are domestic numbers. You're right.
Yeah,
that was domestic. But I'm saying that
but regardless, globally, internationally, universally, Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. He does this on Mars. He does it on Pluto. He does it here. It doesn't matter. The fact that you just can't use, some of you just can't understand the Michael Jackson effect, just as your lack of knowledge on Michael Jackson. And
you can't handle the truth.
I respect the Michael Jackson effect, but Jafar is in the movie. It's his movie. It's the Jafar movie,
brother.
He's playing Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
he's playing Michael Jackson. Not only that, the Jacksons themselves are considered to be royalty in the music family.
Straight Outta Compton made $200 million. You telling me Michael Jackson only making 500 million more than NWA? That's rough.
Hey,
that's rough.
Like, damn.
Hey, I said what I say, 600 million. It can go up to 1.2. I don't see the billion anymore.
Superman.
I'll narrow it down a little bit.
Superman numbers.
It's I'm telling. I say this every time we talk about Mike. I behoove all of you. God, look up the man. Study it. Don't just look it up after the stream for a couple minutes. Study it before you open your mouths on the greatest entertainer of all time that has broken barrier after barrier after barrier. Study him. Know who you're speaking on.
I'm speaking on customers who historically, especially recently, haven't been supporting movies like Sinners. The international audience haven't been coming up for Black Panther at the same rate they came for Captain Marvel and some of the other white movies. That's what I speak on. So I'm just not insulting Michael. Michael's great. Michael's a barrier breaker. It's just
but
about
you yourself, Jill, you yourself, when we were talking about Doomsday, just said people will come out for movies they want to see and make those movies the big billion-dollar movies. So what is stopping these people internationally or domestically from coming out to see Michael Jackson?
White supremacy. It's there's
a barrier that doesn't exist with Michael Jackson. You keep saying that, brother. That doesn't exist with Michael Jackson. You don't have to hope.
I hope you're right so much, Darius. I want you to be so right.
You don't have to hope, Chill. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
It doesn't exist surrounding Michael Jackson. He has broken that barrier. Before you could watch any niggas on MTV, there was Michael Jackson.
So when the box office when we go on the website and we see the domestic box office was what 50% and the international was 50, or do you think it'll be like Bohemian Rhapsody? Domestic was something like 33% and international was 66%. Where do you see the internet? Do you see international being a little bit weak? What
Can
do you
I
think?
ask a question?
I want right after this answer from Darius. Where are you thinking the split between domestic and international will be? What
I
percent
don't know.
domestic?
I just know I don't know the numbers for it, Chill. I just know that Michael surpasses those numbers. I don't know the numbers for it. I've given you my answer. I told you the film's going to make $1 billion. I've given you my answer. So anything below $1 billion is past my answer. I've given you my answer.
Okay, in the answer. Sorry, we'll get to you, Tina. We'll get to you. But in the question of, because I'm doubting the international people. If it gets to $1 billion, the domestic did their thing. Domestic killed it. But when we see the splits, do you think 50-50 domestic international? Where do you think it is domestic international? Just that ballpark. You can be off by 5%. You're good.
Why do the splits matter?
Just please answer, Darius. Can I hold you to something?
$1 billion. I guess 50. I don't know. I don't.
I wish
really
you had
don't
an answer.
know.
It's all good.
I'm
Tina, go ahead.
not giving you an answer. You keep saying you wish I had an answer. My answer is
You
Michael
literally
Jackson.
didn't
That's
answer.
my answer. Chill. I've given you my answer on this stream. I've given you my answer on other streams. I'll give you my answer on future streams. Michael Jackson. Michael Joseph
avoiding the
Jackson.
question. You're avoiding the question about the percentages.
I'm not avoiding the question. You don't
did.
get it. I'm not avoiding the question. You just don't understand Michael. That's my answer. I mean, I don't understand. I literally just gave you an example. You keep saying white supremacy. Before you could do anything on MTV with melanin skin, there was Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
He broke that barrier. And not just on MTV, in other avenues as well.
Gotcha.
When you ask me what the split is between someone called Michael Jackson and a fucking Bohemian Rhapsody, there is no split.
No, I'm
It's
not
Michael
asking you that split.
Jackson.
I'm not asking you to compare Bohemian Rhapsody to Michael right now. The question is just when the Michael movie comes out and we look at domestic made this much, international made this much, what percentages will they say? Because out of 100, it'll be 21 for this, it'll be 79 for that to reach 100. So just that math question is what I was asking for. It doesn't sound like you're going to answer it unless you're going to prove me wrong right now.
Oh, I wasn't. I'm not.
Go ahead, Tina.
Y'all made me forget my damn question. F1 made $600 million. Mufasa made 700, and that's where you're putting the Michael Jackson movie in that.
With Aaron P, yeah, he's Mufasa.
F1 did amazing internationally, and so did Mufasa.
This is why I say you said you're not sure, but see, these are everything we say on this show. If you want to, it's all Googleable. You can not be sure.
Not sure about breaking barriers.
But
God damn, about Michael Jackson.
I mean, it's Googleable.
God damn. Hey, real quick, Jay. So, what other artists do you know bought the label? Like, just real quick, like bought the Beatles' whole catalog. Who else doing that? Just real quick, since it's not a barrier breaking thing, I just want to know a couple more names so I can add them to my list.
I'm in the middle, so I may not be as high as like 200 billion, but I'm not as low as 7. Like I'm at like 1.1, 1.2, but 700 million is kind of crazy. That's wild.
Just think about the streams from the soundtrack alone.
Songs
about to go nutty. They're gonna cut Paris a check so she can stop being all upset talking to TMZ. It's gonna be a good time for everybody.
Let's get to these supers. I should play the Michael Jackson one.
I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget.
Did you see anything about your mother? New move. Thank you for that. I thought he was doing an insult. Yeah.
Oh, that's Mahershala. Oh, please talk about this if you've seen anything about it.
Yeah. So the Mahershala Ali movie, it looks like he's playing a Muslim guy. He has a kufi on. I think his kid's mom has passed away, and so that's why he's like, man, I gotta try to be like your mother. I gotta take the place of your mother. But he's a hitman. He's a hitman, and he be whooping ass. And he has a sword. Like I put on Twitter, he has a sword. It's the director from Blade. It's like a Muslim Blade movie. We got a Muslim Blade movie going on over here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It happened to him twice, y'all. It happened with Sinners, and now it happened with this movie, Your Mother. They didn't rate the treatments for the Blade movies and took them to other studios because they was playing around. They was playing in their face. So they went to another studio and made the movie anyway. 2 times.
I don't get it. I do not understand.
It's insane. It's insane. And I know it's gonna be box office. I know it is. All you had to do for a Blade movie is something like what they're doing right now. Now, I probably wouldn't have wanted the kid to be involved in the first movie. I don't know if I'm looking at, but he has a grievous loss. He's the daywalker. He kills vampires to get over whatever. Like that's perfectly in the wheelhouse of Marvel stuff, right? Grief equals killing bad guys. Equals Marvel standard. Equals Marvel standard. Why was that so hard?
And he walks on the stage. They like, hey, we present Mahershala Ali. So he comes out and he's like, the reason I really, and this is why I'm glad I'm here, because some of the stuff going on here, the people are not reporting it. It's some shady shit going on here. So he walks on the stage and he's like, I'm so proud to do this movie. I've been trying to get this action itch out for a while. You know, I've been dying to be in an action movie, and this one just happens to kind of roll on my lap. And I was able to do some action scenes, and I got to fight with a sword, and I'm like, oh man,
he ain't throwing shots. He in there throwing shots.
Hey.
Yeah, the director and everything. This was the first director of Blade
that they had. Yep,
Bassam Tarek.
I don't know what happened.
Insanity.
Blade was announced.
And now when he talks about it, it's like, man, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know about as much as y'all do.
Comic-Con 2099. All right, hey, that's a movie to be interested in. This Children, Blood and Bone. We got some good stuff coming. Let's get to another super chat.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Vinson Moore. Hello. Dune and Doomsday gonna make bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all there. Yeah. Successful movies. Everyone's profiting. Yeah.
Let me just tell you the reason I was talking
Peacemaker
shit.
here.
I was talking shit on Twitter because when we walked out of the Warner Brothers panel, for the people that was there, all the critics was like, Dune looks so amazing. Doomsday should be scared. Doomsday should be scared. And I was like, oh, y'all are fake as hell. Y'all are fake as hell. Because Thursday, when the Doomsday trailer drops, y'all are going to be singing a different tune. And I be goddamn. Today, the same people I'm walking out with, man, that Doomsday trailer was something. I don't want to hear that shit because y'all was just Doom on Tuesday. Y'all fake, man.
LSD.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they will both make bank. Big bank.
Big
Yeah.
bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gonna need sight.
Brian Fisher says $3
That was a
billion for
solid segue.
Doomsday. Screenshot it, Marcus.
It's not that big.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'm getting that one. Give me that.
Yeah, got it right there.
Sure.
Brian Fisher 4701.
Yep.
Wasting his money.
Don't forget it.
$3 billion for Doomsday. I don't think Marvel's there yet. I don't think so. Like 2 and $3 billion are not that close to each other. It's very far away. One has never been done in a movie at all.
Hey, I was gonna correct you, Jay, but I was gonna see if you were gonna do the research on your own. Yeah. There's when I talk about Michael up here, I'm coming with nothing but facts.
Oh, man, I checked the plan; it was right.
Yes, Michael Jackson broke the color barrier on MTV.
Yes. And he broke the color barrier with Thriller.
Boom, boom, boom.
Jay the Informant with $2. He says Marcus is allergic to Microsoft Word. Rest in peace, Tree.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh, because you're screenshotting it with your phone?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no. Y'all paying for Word?
You have to pay for Word.
Y'all rich.
Word just come on the computer.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but you gotta. Yeah, I'm about to say, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep getting it.
Really? Do I not have Word? Hold on.
I'm about to say, y'all paying for Word?
I'll be damn. Word is not on here. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, my bad, big dog. You got it.
Shut up. I did not know that.
Yeah, explain the Tree for me also, Jay.
Or is there more super chats still? People still sending this money?
Oh, they haven't stopped the super chats. Kobe. Chill. The racist loves Michael Jackson too.
They do. The racists do love Michael Jackson.
This movie does not star Michael Jackson. They show up for Michael Jackson starring in something. This is about Michael Jackson and doesn't star him. Chill. The racists love Michael too.
Hey, Jim Bob, we're gonna go down and see that Michael Jackson movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
I
we
hope
love
this does
that
what
one.
Sinners didn't. I hope
Only
that
Negro
internet
I ever liked.
shows up. But I don't underestimate white supremacy. Thank you for the $4.99, regardless to Buck stats. Now let's get on with the rest of the show. Nope, more super chats.
Money, green, money's all I need. Money, green, money's all I
MJ won't be in top 5 worldwide grossers this year. Bet. Yeah,
In
you
the
said
top
725.
five?
Right?
So,
Maybe
yeah,
not. It's a lot of big movies this year. It's
how does the
big
top five
competition
max
this
out?
year.
And you know what? That one I can actually give because it's a biopic. The point here being made is Michael Jackson will break another record being the first artist to ever gross $1 billion for a personal biopic. That's the
That'd
point
be
that's
nice.
being made here. There are a lot of big films this year, as Tina pointed out. You would be putting MJ up against a Doomsday, up against things like that. And not to say that it's MJ, but that those are much
Spider-Man.
bigger films
Spider-Man,
than
yeah.
a biopic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much that's what we're talking about right now. You talking about Doomsday, Mario, Doom, Michael Jackson, what
Toy
else?
Story.
Toy
Toy Story,
Story. That's gonna be a competition right there. And then your dark horses, you got stuff like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, and maybe something pops out like that. But those are your contenders right there. That first 5 or 6 that we named.
Okay.
If Dune was not dropping with Doomsday, they probably could inch towards $1 billion. I think they just stepping on each other. It's just crazy.
Whoever this is, I'm assuming you just got in. I would rewind a couple if you're talking about $1 billion. No, ma'am, for Michael. Rewind.
Well, Michael?
Rewind.
Come on, man. How many? We got the is that Gen Alpha in the room? You 17? Must have forgot.
I support you. Well, who said that? I support you, ma'am. I can see if you're seeing it from my angle that the international audience not showing up. I understand.
Yeah, but your angle is bullshit. It involves racism.
So you want to tell me how much international will be compared to domestic?
No, because you keep calling up racism that doesn't exist with Michael Jackson.
What if it's a 60-40 split, domestic versus international?
You're asking me or Darius?
I'm asking you if it's a 60-40 split, domestic versus international.
I'm not worried about splits. You
domestic has 60?
60-40 domestic versus international. Yes.
That's kind of like what my point is, though. It's going to be leaning way more domestic, unlike the other movies.
What's the problem with that, though?
How about did domestic not carry Black Panther in 2018?
50-50, yeah. Domestics did well, but comparatively to other Marvel movies, I did this on stream one time, and I showed you how usually the domestic for those Marvel movies are in the 30%, and then the international will do like the 68% or stuff like that. But for some reason, just this one Black Panther movie, it was 50% for domestic.
It wasn't just some reason, and like you kind of talking about this the way that like non-Black people talk about Black Panther, like, oh, it was this phenomenon. No,
he doesn't.
You
because he
gave
doesn't
Black people
it.
something that they wanted to see on screen, and they showed up in mass to do it. They did the same thing for Sinners last year.
I agree.
They wanted to see.
But that is my point, though. My point is that the domestic audience shows up. Yes.
Yeah, as long as
that's what matters.
We can make this money, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so we good. They go.
All that
We want
matters
the
is
domestic. We want the domestic audience to show up.
Okay. Everything I'm basing off of is the international audience. Now, when the domestics opening weekend is projected to be something like $80 million, I am worried that it doesn't reach that billion. Not worried, but I think it will make $1 billion because we won't have that international to be double what the domestic makes, which usually happens with movies like Bohemian Rhapsody or with some of these other movies. That's my point. My point is international won't show up. I'm not doubting domestic at all.
This person, another Gen Alpha, I'm assuming, this person said racism is real.
Duh.
Not they believe Mike is a pedo faster than the president. Y'all will see. You mean how he was proven innocent? The FBI couldn't prove anything. He was proven I think 3 different times being innocent.
We don't even got to take it that far, Darius. You are giving people too much credit to expect them to hold their favorite celebrity to account for shit. Like the laundry list of celebrities that we got that we won't hold their feet to the fire to the nasty shit that they do and continue to do is endless. So you're giving people too much credit when you say they're gonna hold their dollar back from seeing their favorite singer, their favorite artist, or one of their faves because of some shit that may or may not have happened 20, 30 years ago. It's not gonna happen. That's not how people live their life. Once again, pedo in chief.
Yeah, the example you use, the president.
Yeah.
People still supporting him. Even after he was blasphemous, they still supporting him. Whole ass Christians still supporting him. So that shit don't matter. Get out of here.
Yeah, the only angle I'm taking is eyeballs in Europe and in Asian countries see melanated man and they go, "This isn't something I spend money on." That's the international is my problem. Is what I'm saying is the problem. That's it. Not anything that they would accuse of Mike, his reputation, nothing like that.
How do you make peace with these black artists that go and sell out overseas, and like your Beyonce's who sells out overseas? Does the racism stop them from seeing Beyonce? Or is it just a movie thing?
Yeah, just a movie thing. I'm using other movies to support this.
Okay.
I would ask you, where are some movies that you feel like the international market tanked their box office? But I really want to talk about other movies at CinemaCon while we had Jing on.
Yup. Let's get on with. No, we can't. There's a super chat that just came in. I was watching quietly until I heard Darius say, "And all my future answers will be Michael Jackson." I died.
Appreciate it, culture made.
He's asked
Darius,
about
how much is the domestic split versus the international split for this movie?
Like I told you, like he just said, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
He won't answer.
Tina, was there another whale movie?
What you mean another whale movie?
He keeps asking Bucky Love keeps asking about the whale movie.
Oh yeah, so Disney showed a trailer for a movie called, what is it called? Whale something? Whale Fall. Looks crazy. So
what is it?
That might have been the best Disney trailer that I saw. And it's, I'm not saying Doomsday is bad. It's just that I already knew what was going to happen in the Doomsday trailer. So I wasn't blown away. This whale trailer, this guy, he's scuba diving and a big ass whale gets behind him. And it is the most frightening thing I've ever seen because he's trying to swim away from the whale and the whale gets his fin of his little flaps. And you got to put yourself in this man's shoes. You trying to get away. And as he's swimming away, the whale eats him. And he's trying to get out of the whale and he goes down the whale's throat.
Oh my God.
Blank.
Hey, yo.
Oh, wow.
That shit gives me anxiety even thinking about it. What the hell?
When you see it, because he's trying to get away, I'm like, oh, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. And you see the whale's big ass tongue just slops him down. And you just see him trying to get out and he goes down the whale's throat.
What studio in Disney is doing this?
Disney. Was it New Line? Maybe, but it's called Whale Fall.
Wow,
Jonah and
terrifying.
Yeah, Jonah. That's what I'm like. Damn, they just swallowed Jonah.
Man, what the hell?
Hello, Mrs. Locklear.
He told me, "Hello, Mrs. Locklear."
Heard the laughter.
What else? Aegon. That's what I asked you about a minute ago. What did they say about Aegon? It's definitely gonna be a
nothing.
movie.
They ain't say nothing. So this is how they did it. So Warner Brothers went through all of their stuff, you know, like Clayface, Supergirl, and then at the end, they're like, y'all, you know, because like I said, you could just feel people is pissed at Warner Brothers about this Paramount shit. So throughout the whole panel, they're reassuring people like, we're committed to cinema. We're going to keep bringing movies. And so I want to say Dune was the last trailer. So when Dune goes off, one of the presidents comes out and she says, and that's not it. Here is a list of all the movies that's coming for 2027, 2028. And it's like 30 movies on the screen, and at the bottom you see Aegon's Conquest. So they didn't really talk about it, but I was like, at least we got confirmation that
is
there's
happening.
an Aegon the Conqueror movie coming,
Which is awesome. I guess I'm being a little bit selfish. I wanted to hear something about it.
They didn't say anything. It was just a list of movies, and Aegon was at the bottom.
And was it this list here? Animal Friends, Remain, Panic Carefully, Godzilla, Kong, Supernova.
Yeah, it looks like all of that. Mm-hmm.
Are we making another Godzilla Kong? Okay.
Man of Tomorrow, I'm interested. Minecraft sequel, I guess that'll do numbers. Batman.
They're doing another Conjuring.
I was about to say, wasn't the last Conjuring the last one?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
They starting to get like Saw, because like it's some Saw movies that I've never seen that I didn't know existed, and that's got to be that way with Conjuring because I've only seen the first three.
Ti Amo, what's that about? I'm sure Bad Bunny will be.
So they have an independent movie chain, not chain, but production company that they're starting that's going to be geared towards more shit like Sinners and Weapons. So it's geared towards more like smaller original movies, and Tiamo is the first one to come out of that production studio.
And right at the bottom, Game of Thrones, Aegon's Conquest.
And that's how it was. And by and like I said, half of the people had already goddamn left. And I'm sitting in the theater going crazy, like, yo, it's an Aegon movie coming. Nobody knows this. Nobody cares. Y'all walking out.
That's crazy. I knew we were going to get another Final Destination. I just didn't know how they were going to put it together.
Yeah.
You know how that was a big success for them. They wasn't expecting to make that much off that movie. So
why is WB?
Oh, I was gonna say, honestly, I think they went ahead, locked these movies down before they go to Paramount, because once they locked in, for the most part, they locked in, especially if you go ahead and cast people. Because you don't know what's gonna happen when they get to Paramount. Paramount might say, nah, we ain't doing none of that shit. But they say we are committed to doing all of these movies.
Okay.
Hello Kitty 1 billion. Yeah, this is a weird one because Barbie grossed $1 billion. But like, what do you do in a Hello Kitty movie? Right? And I heard the Hello Kitties are actually people who just look like cats.
No, they're
that's
actual
what the creator
cats, are
said.
they not?
No,
wait,
the creator said
he said the Hello Kitty. Well, shit, we've all been wrong for years. Then
I'm about to say that ain't a cat.
Thought that was.
I don't know how that transfers into movies, but I've seen it happen with like G.I. Joe and other toy things.
I can see G.I. Joe. I don't know what the fuck you do in a Hello Kitty movie. What was Hello Kitty? Even I mean, I know.
Popular though. It was popular though.
To this day, it's still a very, very high grossing.
The merch around it is insane.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched an episode of Hello Kitty on anything.
But that's what I mean. Like, what is it? Is it what do they like?
I think it's a show. It's a children's show, right?
I thought it was just toys first. I didn't know it was a show that they made toys of.
How did Sonic 4 look?
They didn't show us anything from Sonic 4.
What about
Did Paramount have a day yet?
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, Paramount went. And surprisingly, Paramount had the most black people stuff, Paramount and Amazon, than anybody. I forgot to get on Disney's ass today because they didn't announce not one movie with a black lead. Warner Brothers didn't announce a movie with a black lead. Every other studio, I mean, we at least got something from the blacks.
After Sinners? You mean
that's what I said?
Success of Sinners?
That's I said, and y'all, when I tell you the whole panel with Sinners, everything, and y'all ain't announced one black movie in that whole list of 30 movies.
Once again,
it's okay, guys. Remember, Wonder Man is here, so we're covered.
I'm talking
once
about
again confirming that whole media tour, media blitz they went on to try to secure them Oscars was some horse shit. That was for the studio's behalf, and they wasn't even they wanted y'all to win them awards for them.
Oh, of course,
because it ain't like they was actually. Oh no, we got hell no, they was trying to cash in.
Okay, but also the award season just happened in like March. That just happened. I wouldn't expect anything to be like ready to deliver at CinemaCon a month later. Maybe next year we'll get that.
Everybody else had black movies. Neon had I Love Boosters.
I mean, in
Amazon.
response, I hear you, but I mean in response to Sinners. Sinners made us all this money. Sinners. It's like, okay, if we're expecting to get some results out of that, it wouldn't be 1 month later.
You wouldn't want to at least even like foment your direction, like to tell people, hey, listen, because of the success of Sinners, here's what we got on the horizon. We can't show you or tell you anything about it right now.
I'm saying the turnaround is too quick. Maybe if it was 6 months later, something like that would happen.
But what I'm so confused. I don't understand that. So you're saying
there were already things in develop. Sorry, go ahead, Dina.
So you're saying Warner Brothers should have waited to see if Sinners won Oscars before they greenlight other black projects?
I didn't say that. Marcus said it, and then I said that the reason why we're not.
What I said that?
Well, didn't Marcus say that you would think after it shows that after these awards they didn't care, they just cared about getting the awards? You said that
the studios cared about it. Yeah,
the studios them, and now the studios who like Warner Brothers who did Sinners, shouldn't they have done a hey, here's CinemaCon, guess what, black movie here and there? And I'm just saying the turnaround was too quick. There was already things that they had ready for CinemaCon, planned out for weeks and months.
So why not when they booked Sinners, they didn't book another 2 or 3 black movies at the same time?
White supremacy. But after the award season, maybe they go, we can do a little something here, and we can get that next year. We get the announcement next year. Oh, it's okay. There's an audience here. But to get it 1 month after the Oscars, like after it won best, what did Coogler win? A screenplay.
Screenplay.
Michael B gets best actor and all that stuff. The fruits of that doesn't happen a month later.
Get these niggas off the stage.
Amazon announced three movies with black leads.
But what
Thomas Crown Affair.
What's the equivalency? Because what's the award-winning Oscar movie that Amazon did to launch these 3 movies at Amazon?
That's worse. They don't have anything, and they're giving them black movies.
Oh, I salute to them.
Worse.
I give WB all the shade in the world for that. But in the specific example of, well, when Sinners performs well, we should get more. I'm saying that 1 month later is too soon.
So, Thomas Crown Affair. Tell me about it. What the hell is it about?
I'm still trying to process what Chill was saying.
Tina. You gotta let some of them go.
Just because you guys don't understand doesn't mean everything I didn't say was sound and in response to the theory that Marcus said about after the Sinners Awards. Where's the movie?
Keep trying to put me in the middle. I don't want to be a battering ram.
Well, Amazon announced 3 movies with a black lead. We have the Thomas Crown Affair with Michael B. Jordan, Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother with Mahershala Ali, and A Cult Is My Passport. That's played by, I think it's Soapy. Don't let me mess up that man's name. He British. So you got those.
Gangs of New York dude.
I think that's him. Yeah.
Yep.
So you got 3 black leads over there with Amazon over there at the shipping company where they just ship. They don't even really make goddamn movies. That's shade to Warner Brothers, not you, Chill. That was my point. Like, what the fuck the Sinners have to do with just giving 2 other people movies? But yeah, Thomas Crown Affair. I was very surprised. I don't know why I'd be sleeping on Michael B. Jordan, but it looks great. He looks like a black James Bond. He probably gonna get a little hell for his co-star because once you make a movie with a black woman, now we kind of like we expect you to keep doing that, and now you hugged up over here with a new Maxima, a new Wonder Woman. It looks good though. It looks good. I think this is. Have we ever seen Michael B. Jordan in like an action film?
He's dabbed his toe in it a couple times, right? He was
Amazon
Johnny
movie?
Storm. He was in the Fahrenheit 49. That was kind of actiony. He showed up in Ken.
I don't consider Creed like action.
Killmonger,
Black Panther. He's dipped his toe. He hasn't gone full fledged. And he was in no. Wait. He was like a special forces on an Amazon series.
That's why I said
like
that one.
Yep.
But yeah, he's getting his Tom Cruise on. He's flying through the air, climbing up buildings, and it has a little Killmonger in it because, of course, the Thomas Crown Affair is about a thief, but he's putting a little twist on it where he's a billionaire, but he's stealing from other billionaires like painting and artwork. And he had one guy roped up, and he was like, this ain't really your painting. This painting belonged to somebody else. And I'm like, oh, this like Killmonger. He, maybe he's taking back black artwork from other billionaires, but it looks dope.
Nice.
Looks like a little European Miami Vice. He's smooth, he's suave, look good. He's shooting.
Is he gonna keep that job? By the way, I don't want to skip off of this. I want to keep talking about this movie. Is he gonna keep that job, Miami Vice?
Good job. Hey man, he might don't need it after this because this look like a little European Miami Vice, man. I don't know.
I don't want to see him lose the commercial stuff. I don't want to see him price himself out of roles like that. Like he's always going to get an original project. There's always going to be a writer with the budding book or something like that we want to cast Michael B. Jordan. But the franchise stuff has the lasting legacy impact. That's the Stallones, the Arnolds, right? Like that's where he should be thinking about putting himself. Has he made enough money to be like, all right, well, instead of 18, maybe I'll take 16.5,
Nah. He hasn't made enough money, but I think it's also like I was saying earlier, y'all not gonna play with me either.
Sure.
And
Yeah, I
they
forgot
got
about that
people.
one.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's right to ask for it, right? Because when you have that accolade, that's your price bracket. That's what you should command. At the same time, here's where I'll adopt some of Chill's white supremacy argument. They like to humble you, right? Like even when you completely in the right. So that's kind of what I was worried about with Miami Vice.
Yeah. I heard that it was him, Aaron Pierre, and Reggae Jean Page. They probably gonna go with they probably gonna give Michael what he wants, because Aaron Pierre has not proven to be a box office success yet. Neither has Reggae. So it's like, do I gamble with these two, or do I go with somebody who I might got to pay a little bit more for? Because Austin Butler can't lead this movie. You need Michael B. Jordan. Austin Butler can't do it.
No.
So they might have to bend the knee.
That's a bit of hype for me. He's one of the hypey ones is Austin Butler. I keep hearing his name. I'm just like, it's not doing it for me.
Yeah.
And it was so weird that he stayed in the Elvis accent. Months after the film.
It's hard though. It's hard because that's what I said on my stream when they were talking about Peter Claffey possibly being Beast, and I'm like, I don't think he can do it because
I don't like it.
He's a new actor. He's Irish, and I think it would be hard for him to bounce back and forth between accents if they make Beast American.
When has ever we seen Beast be like 6'6"? when Beast ever been towering over people? He walked on him
Cyclops. He could have been
no, he could have been Cyclops. You
Colossus.
had it.
I said Colossus too. I said he's too big to be Cyclops.
No, but that's even worse. Now he got to go from Irish to Russian.
Well, you right.
He damn easier to Russian than goddamn American. Hell, damn.
Right. I did forget about that one with Michael B. though. I Am Legend 2, like Battery said. That
is coming up, right?
That is coming up. I think that's Will's next project, isn't it?
I prefer that more than Miami Vice. If you're gonna do a franchise, at least join the one that Will Smith was part of, not a Miami Vice franchise.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
They said who's the director for Miami Vice? I think it's the guy who did F1.
Wait a minute, I Am Legend 2 is still happening, right? I swear I just heard something about that.
I haven't heard anything about that from anybody. Like I knew it was in development, but I haven't heard anything.
There was something put out.
Will Smith is blackballed.
Jada. Have you seen Jada's latest thing?
Come on, man.
She is miserable.
Hey, listen to me. Just get a divorce and go live your life. I don't want to hear nothing else about y'all's marriage. I swear to God. If I never hear anything else about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's marital problems, it will be too soon. Like, I just don't want it. Every time I hear her speak, I like her less. And at one point, at like 2005, 2006, when Matrix Reloaded came out, I fucking love Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm talking about Stoney from Set It Off.
Set It Off, man.
You know, like I fucking love Jada Pinkett Smith. And then she start talking about her marriage to Will Smith. And it's just like, okay, all right, cool. All right. Okay, interesting. Yes, Red Table Talk. All right now. All right. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. Keep that to you, your girlfriends, and your mom, and Willow, and whoever else you need to talk to. Get away from the microphone.
Yeah, no, that latest thing talking about she admitted to the cheating for his ego, and I did that. What she say? I did that so we could all be on the road of love. Like I don't even know what I was like, Jada. And it was for me though, when she was giving that, for me it was the crowd. Yes. Oh yeah. I was like, oh hell no.
Like you admitted to you having an affair for my ego. Oh. Got somebody strong in this one.
They say here for I Am Legend 2, while we are due on some news soon, don't worry, horror fans, because I Am Legend 2 is still very much in the works, and there is actually a surprising amount of information to unpack. If you need a quick refresher on one of the best zombie movies of all time, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, there's a lot to explain here, given the fact that blah, blah, blah. That's just talking about the stuff, how he died. Let me see if there's in there. Here we go. I Am Legend 2 was announced back in March 2022 after being teased for several years, just like the original movie. Warner Brothers is behind the sequel. However, was it on the little 30 30 movie. Oh, okay.
Nope.
However,
Damn.
the film is still in the very early pre-production phase, and the script is still unfinished. With filming not even started yet, it is hard to predict when the sequel will hit screens. However, when cameras roll, the exact date may be closer in sight. So keep an eye out on this page. Well, they really didn't tell us shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I haven't heard nothing in a while on that one.
Yeah, that's disappointing. That was kind of one I wanted that. That's one of my favorite. Well, Will Smith, if I haven't said before, is my favorite actor all time. So I really wanted I Am Legend too. The first one is so damn good.
Yeah.
I'll give you Will Smith and Aladdin.
So nowadays they can call me old fashioned, but it's way too much care to see blue light flashing. So I guess
Battery says Jada versus Janet in Nutty Professor. Who was better?
Janet.
Yeah.
Janet. I like Nutty
remember.
Professor 2 more than I like the first one, anyways.
Do y'all like Rocky? They showed the trailer for I Play Rocky. That looks dope.
With
Looks good.
Miles Teller? Is that who's playing it?
No,
Who's playing it?
I don't know. This is some unknown kid who looks just like Sylvester Stallone.
Really?
It
I'm a
looks
Rocky
good.
fan.
Looks great. Looks great. Looks great.
You
Michael B's movie.
Thomas Crown. Yeah, we just talked about it, Pam. Rewind about 10 minutes.
Hot, sexy, steamy. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, good. Congratulations to Michael B. He's everything is coming up, Michael B.
Yeah, happy for him. Happy for him.
Congratulations.
Y'all, and I'm so messy. So he's staying at Caesar's Palace. Damson Idris staying at Caesar's Palace. I'm like, bitch, is Lori Harvey here too? I'm all in the mess. I'm all in the mess. I'm all in the mess.
Damson, listen to me, brother. Listen now. You listen closely. Them type of women like to run. They like to run away. Now you secure yourself a position, not an ancillary prize or some throwaway character that ain't gonna be there when all this shit get rebooted. You hear me? Okay. You stake your position and get what you deserve, young man. Okay.
Vegas is one of the best places to run into a damn celebrity. So if you on that strip or out and eating somewhere, that is one of the best places. I'd be all out there trying to find.
This has got to be a good time for Vegas too, because I know they've been struggling throughout this year. So this has got to be a good influx,
brother. If I'm there, if I had access to CinemaCon, knowing Damson Idris is there, he may tell me to fuck off, mate. I can't got nothing for you, but I'm definitely trying to find him. Hey, I need a T'Challa exclusive.
Somebody said they saw. I didn't see. The only people I saw, I ran into Zendaya because I was in the wrong place. So I did.
You
see
ran
Zendaya.
into who?
Zendaya. I was somewhere I ain't had no business.
You don't casually say you ran into Zendaya.
I ran into Zendaya.
I ran into Zendaya. You know, it's just normal.
But what I was gonna say is I did not see Damson, but I know some people did see Damson. He was on the floor, and Lakeith Stanfield for I Love Boosters, he was just out in the mix with everybody. But yeah,
nice.
He would be.
But they said Damson was like kind of out and about, but I didn't.
Tina, that is your mission while you're there. Find Damson and be find that man and be like, hey. What news? What you talk about? What's stuff with
I don't think Damson people is happy with me because I told about that meeting. I don't think they happy with me.
Oh, you need to find him. Take off the tag. Take off the name tag.
Children of the Blood and Bone.
Oh, y'all. I would never say.
See, you sucker him in with a Children, Blood and Bone, then you'd be like, yeah, but children of T'Challa aren't T'Challa. That's what you do.
That was a good funny, Chill.
I'm pretty sure somebody asked him because I saw a couple people tweet that they ran into him on the casino floor. So
but they asked about T'Child and T'Challa, or just they asked him, "Are you?"
That's what I'm saying. It was influencers that say they went up and talked to him, but they didn't say if they asked him about anything.
I'd get that nigga in an elevator. Pause. and
Hey, yo.
I'm like,
Go on the floor 47. So if you hear it the whole time.
He ain't never gonna get Darius an interview now.
I'd be like, hey, boo, boo, boo. That's what we heard. That's what I need to know.
Hey, you better hope he ain't got it on him. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey.
We want T'Challa, not the T'Childs. See, there's a difference. We got a comic book. You want this? I could FedEx it to you today.
It's still time for them to make that change in Secret Wars if, it's not him. But
There's time.
I don't know.
6 months delay. Anyways, Children of Blood and Bone is a movie Damson's in. Amanda Stenberg is in. Tuso Mbeto is in. Chiwetel Ejiofor is in this movie. Idris Elba's in this movie. I'm gonna forget names. Lashana Lynch, is she in this? Nah, she wasn't.
Lashana Lynch, Regina King, Viola Davis,
Cynthia Erivo's in it.
Cynthia Erivo,
and Tosin Cole from Supercell. Yeah, we got them all.
No, I'm sure we missed some people.
I want to see a cameo. I want to see Megan Good in the movie. I want to just like randomly walking past the character, and you're like, wait, that just. But they filmed it in South Africa, so they couldn't have just had celebrities out and about like that. No.
Yeah.
We had a trailer.
We did.
I knew something was coming when they made their own Instagram account, and oh no, why are you making a face? Why are you making that face?
What happened?
I would never say it publicly on Twitter, y'all. I'm scared. So the movie looks like they're struggling to figure out, is this going to be a mature movie or is this for kids?
Oh,
you can tell
That's
it's
easy.
a struggle.
Mature.
I think the director wanted it to be mature, and I think the studio probably was like, kid it up, because have y'all seen The Woman King? Did y'all watch The Woman King? It feels very much more Woman King than Black Panther. The magic, when they're doing the magic, you can tell it doesn't look. I'm a little nervous, y'all. I'm a little nervous.
I guess I hoped because it was a New York Times bestseller, the budget would be there for it, but no.
So you saw
and then I'm
something
putting
from it?
Yeah, we saw the trailer. Damson Idris, he has like a high top dreads. He had like dreads and a little high top. We saw the trailer. Man, it doesn't look low budget, but it looks like,
damn, that's a horrible way to start.
It looks. I don't want to compare it to like, but like how when you see like Streetfighter or He-Man, you can tell it's like, it's not Black Panther. It's not. And I think that's where you're going to get comparisons where people are going to be like, doesn't look like Black Panther. Like you can tell Black Panther looks like it costs a little bit of money. And you can tell Ryan Coogler was able to make that source material mature. It looks like the studio told them to play this down. We need to get a younger audience in. It looks PG-13 to me. I could be wrong because there's a scene where there's violence, but there's no blood or no. So I'm like, I don't know. And I talked to someone who saw it and they said they didn't really like it that much. I hate to report on this. That's why. Because it was a movie I was very much expecting to do good, but
somebody who saw it, the finished movie?
They've done a test. They've done test screenings for it. Yeah.
Oof. When is this movie supposed to come out?
January.
Damn. Reshoot.
How do you describe like He-Man? What does that look? What does that look like? You know what I'm saying?
Don't get on me because I like the He-Man trailer. So,
but I'm saying like the look of the effects. You can tell it's not like a Marvel movie. It has that cheap effect look.
Like it's heavily CGI. There's not much practical involved.
Yeah. It looks like they did not give them. That's the word, Lawrence. It looks a little campy. It looks it looks little campy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if they could bring in the young audience, maybe that'll work. But this feels like something you should pitch to adults.
Yep. And that's what I think. I think the director wanted this to be an adult film, and they was like, no, we need to go younger. So it looks a tad bit campy. Yeah.
The Amanda curse lives on. So now I got questions. I got questions about the long 2-year break between filming and when the release is supposed to happen. Were they thinking, fine, we can't get the best CGI, but we can just hire my cousin here and a guy who's cheap but lives foreign? Like, we'll use those 2 years and maximize the amount of our budget because we're paying a dude who lives in Uganda right now to do the editing and the VFX work. Is that the situation?
Yeah.
That was always
Somebody said it. Somebody said it looked. He-Man looks very Netflix. This movie looks very Netflix-ish and very Disney Channel-ish.
Oh no.
Not
like,
all the way, but it's like you can tell they have scenes where it looks very serious. Like, okay, but then when the magic comes out, it looks very like this is for someone who's 13, 14, 15.
But don't the event?
Go ahead, Joe.
Don't the Avengers also do children kiddie trailers and kiddie marketing? But like, it's not exactly what you see on the subway. It's not exactly what you see for the internet trailers. But like for the kid shows, for the right, they have different stages of marketing. So what I would tell children, Blood and Bone, to do is for the masses, fine, you can do the kiddish stuff, but no, I'd rather the opposite. For the masses, do the violent stuff, do the show it's a serious movie, and then when you want to put this in front of Ianu, kid commercial.
Yeah. And I was disappointed because I really, really like this is why I came to CinemaCon. I'm like, I'm going to CinemaCon because I want to see Children of Blood and Bone. And I just knew like this is gonna be Black Panther / Game of Thrones. That's what we getting. And it's more very so not. But it wants to be. Like you can tell it wants to be, but you can when the magic comes out and it's like Damson Idris. It's this cool scene. Damson Idris runs. He gets on the back of a big ass panther, and it's him and his crew, and they got like these big, huge panthers. But the animation on it just looks so like.
Is it better than Hulk 2003?
Yeah, I mean it's better than that for sure.
David Banner, not shot completely in the dark.
Yeah.
So I think you should say something about it because at this point, the only thing that's going to get them to change course or reshoot or do something drastic to the film is to hear a large outcry.
This Paramount, they not reshooting this shit in the can.
It's Paramount. Yeah,
It's it.
I forgot. Yeah.
And this was made prior to the Ellison takeover, but with the Ellison takeover, for sure, there's not gonna be reshoots. There's not gonna be
if I was Blythewood, I wouldn't go back to Ellison and be like, "Yeah, I need more money to shoot this thing again." I wouldn't. Not him.
Lawrence said the first Black Panther had some bad CGI. The first Black Panther had bad CGI at the end.
At a few parts, the rhino, the train scene,
the train scene. But for the most part, when T'Challa's on that spaceship and when they're doing the fall scene,
when he fell out the ship in the beginning, that shit was dope.
It looks legit. This looks like, they ain't want to put the money in the special effects to make this look like really, really good.
And then the second Black Panther was fine all the way around, right?
Yeah, for the most part, it looked good to me.
So that's what this could do. If we pay our money to watch the movie, they'll say, "Oh, let's do a sequel because there's 2 books, right?" And then we're good. We get a proper sequel.
And so my thing is, being an executive, you gotta say, "Hey, do we give you a low budget, $100 million, and if you get the 350, 400, maybe we good, or do we roll the dice and give you 150 and maybe it don't make money?" So they're in a tight spot. The good thing is, this is a book adaptation, so people are probably going to go out and watch it. But like you were talking earlier, are white people going to come out? Or is this going to be geared towards 13, 14, 15-year-olds, and maybe you get that crowd? So I don't know. I'm going
to have to look at Tomi Adeyemi interviews or book signings just to see what the audience is. I hope that it's the New York Times bestseller. I mean,
yeah,
you'd think some of the readers are of the Caucasian descent.
Yeah,
maybe they can support the movie.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed, but maybe they shouldn't be early because they did say, "Hey, y'all, don't judge this stuff too harshly. Some of this stuff isn't completely finished." That's what they said for every panel that came out. But I'm like, this has been in the can for a while. I think this is done, but maybe I'm judging it too harshly. We probably will get a trailer maybe Comic-Con, you know.
No, hold off on that trailer.
How was the feeling in the space when they were showing it? Was it like audibly quiet, or were we getting pity claps?
No. So they came out good, and I said this on my stream. I'm like, they're gonna follow the Black Panther marketing plan to the T. I knew they were gonna do it. So when they come out, everybody else, Paramount was just showing trailers. They were the only ones to come out with drums. So you got the whole drum line come out, and they're like, hey, we're announcing a new original movie, and they bring out Chiwetel Ejiofor comes out first, and I'm excited because this is where the trailer comes out. They just coming out. I'm King Halazam. I'm like, okay. Regina King comes out, and I'm Queen Seraphan. And I'm like, okay, let's get it. Damson comes out, and I'm Prince C9. I'm like, yeah, get it, Damson, get it, nephew. And then the trailer starts, and the trailer starts good. But once you start getting into that magic, baby, we start really flowing Disney Channel, Netflix magic, and I'm like, oh no. They're doing the best that they can with the material that they have, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in it, but
Wait,
maybe I'm judging it harshly. I don't know. Hey, did y'all see anybody else on Twitter talking about it? What else was everybody else saying?
I didn't see anything about Children of Blood and Bone.
You know why? Because people was like, I'm not saying shit about this movie. They not finna get me. Because if it was great, people would say it was great.
Because saying it was great, yeah.
I think people was just like, I'm not gonna say nothing about this.
That's really disappointing.
Yeah.
What was your favorite animated project that you seen while you were there?
Oh, definitely Spider-Verse. Is that even a question?
Cool. Let's get into it.
I mean,
tell me about Miles' last edition.
Is that even a question? It was obviously Spider-Verse. So we back to Warner Brothers. So they showed us the first 15 minutes of the movie, and it picks up exactly. Well, spoiler alert. It picks up the last, where Miles is kind of tied up and he's facing Miles G. Morales. And I said, okay, when it ended, we thinking Miles G. Morales is probably gonna be a real hardcore villain, but they have a little playful banter. Miles G. Morales is like, where you from? And he's like, it's me, I'm Miles Morales. And he's like, you mean Miles Morales? And he's like, no, Miles Morales. He's like, Miles Morales, you're supposed to roll your R's. And he was like, I'm just Miles Morales. He's like, why you don't roll your R's? So they bantering back and forth on why you not more Spanish than
why you not more Latino?
Yeah, where you from? Where you don't roll your R's? So they're bantering back and forth, and Miles, he's like tapping his hand trying to get his electricity going. Miles is like, man, y'all gotta let me out here, bro. I gotta save my daddy. And the other Miles is like, I don't care about your daddy. My daddy been gone. What you doing here? Where you from? How you even? And then he started glitching and shit. So Miles G. Morales is like, bro, what do you have going on? And where do you? He's like, I'm telling you, my name is Miles Morales. And he just breaks out, and then they start fighting. And then it cuts, and it's just a bunch of like cut scenes. You bring in Spider-Punk, Gwen, Issa Rae. Everybody's just kind of popping in different cut scenes, and crowd went crazy. Second biggest ovation outside of Doomsday. People went crazy for Spider-Verse. Crazy.
Nice.
Yep.
That's dope.
Yep.
So
I was excited. That looks
this.
good. No, that movie's gonna make some money. That movie is gonna make some money. And Brian Henry Tyree did an interview like 3 months ago. Nobody covered it. I don't know why. But he said this movie is not going to end with a pretty little bow on it. There's not going to be a dry eye in the place. So it sounds like this movie is going to have stakes. Sounds like he's not going to be able to, avoid that canon event of losing his father. So.
Oh.
Damn.
Yep.
It'd be good. Should be good.
It looks good. That movie's going to make some money. The way that crowd went crazy, that movie's good. Why
do you think that Sony is so dead set about not putting a live action Miles in the MCU? Like, why wouldn't you want that?
But, did they say they didn't want to? I thought they just said they wanted to wait.
That's the report that they don't want. They want to keep Toby and Miles out. They want to keep Toby out of Disney TV. They want to keep Miles out of the MCU altogether.
I think when Kevin Feige said it, Kevin Feige was like, they told me don't look over here right now. So I don't know if it's a situation where they like, this ours for right now, and maybe we can get there. The only thing I can think of is they think they can do it better, and I think that'll be a big mistake. I don't think Sony can do a live action Miles Morales.
They've already proven they can't do live action Spider-Man, so they need to lean. I thought the reports were
wait, what? They've proven they can't do live action Spider-Man?
Not when it comes to Andrew. I'm talking about all this bullshit they did after.
Yeah, all this other
that
stuff.
Venom stuff, all
right,
the,
but that is not
stuff.
Spider-Man. That's what they can't do. That is not Spider-Man.
They need to I thought the reports also said that they had a bit more of a friendly relationship with Marvel or the MCU, and I hope that does translate over to Miles, because they need to let the MCU direct where Miles goes.
Yeah,
they don't need to.
Well, I don't think they need to direct it. Like they don't have to turn the reins over to Kevin Feige, but at least open up the door for him to make appearances, make cameos. How does that hurt you? Like, you can still make your movies over there and he can appear, and then it will just add to the popularity of what you're doing on your side with the solo movies.
If Miles is not in the same universe as Cap and Iron Man, and
right,
then I don't want it. I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. If he's not there, and this is some more stuff like what y'all talking about, some more Madam Web, some more Craven, some more. Well, Morbius was in the, I guess, vaguely in the MCU, but like not really. If it's more stuff like that,
it wasn't.
Well, it was, because they had characters that were tied to the Spider-Man film. Like Vulture was in it, Scorpion were in it. They had canon.
It just happened those characters look just like the ones from the MCU, but there was not a studio can't say this is an MCU movie if you're not the MCU, if you're not Marvel Studios. That's
again, I'm not trying to say it was an MCU movie. I said they had MCU characters in the movie, so at least tangentially it was connected. Anyways, you made me forget. Now, see, I knew that shit was gonna happen. What the hell was I talking about?
You'll still make money if you do the partnership with Marvel.
Yeah, you'll still be able to make your own movies, and it will only help introduce and drive Miles forward to have him show up. I don't know, putting him on Disney. I don't have really faith in anything Marvel's doing on Disney Plus right now. But
he doesn't need to be in Disney Plus. He needs to show up in
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. He needs to show up in films. And, the fact that I always, and I see this is not what they're doing. This was a while ago. I had that theory when they, because it was years ago that they told us what the third film was going to be called. So when they told us what the third film was going to be called, I figured, okay, they're doing Secret Wars. This is called Beyond the Spider-Verse. Maybe he breaks out into live action and is going to be in a part of Secret Wars, and not only be a part of Secret Wars, but then be a part of the rebooted MCU universe. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Especially with you having Tom talking about, yeah, me and Zendaya are gonna go fuck off. So, I mean, I would do Miles.
It's working well in the games, right? The games are very popular right now, and they already have this dynamic where it seems like they're positioning Miles to eventually kind of like take over, at least in that sphere, like heirs of Atreus and Kratos. I think we all can feel that maybe in the next Game of Thrones trilogy, we probably going to be handing that thing off to Atreus instead of Kratos, if you played the end of the last two God of War games. So if that's what you got set up, right, and you've got a limited shelf on Tom, right, you got a couple more projects to go, and then maybe you don't see him again for a while. It makes sense, because who's carrying the roster if Tom sits down? Let's say he even sits down for like 5 to 10 years, because nobody really actually steps away forever. So let's say he just steps away for like a 5 to 10 year gap. What are you going to do in that meantime? Like, who's going to carry the ship? You did all of this work to make sure, it's only mine, exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, so what now?
Yeah.
Plant those seeds, man.
I think they're preparing.
Yeah. The last thing I remember Pascal saying was that they are not doing, them as in Sony, it's not doing anything live action with Miles until they conclude what they are doing with him in animation. So
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is
That movie's
I'm
gonna
cool
be
with
big.
that. You should really, like Darius just said, you should tie that joint together. Whatever the
should.
events of Beyond the Spider-Verse comes, Miles ends up an actual living, breathing person. Now, who plays him is a great question because they've been waiting so long.
That's the big question.
Most of my picks are getting too damn old.
They're all too old now, aren't they?
You know,
Like the old dude that took the picture with Tom. That's on what is it, Blackish?
Miles
He's
Davis.
too old now. Yeah, he's too old now.
Yeah.
He's got facial hair.
McLaughlin,
Whoever it is
getting up
11
there.
years old right now, and probably some
McLaughlin
guy we
never should have
heard.
been on the list.
They got to do the Mulan casting where they get 1,000 different auditions.
Yeah.
To get the right Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta get the right kid, and it's got to be. I stand by it. It's got to be an Afro Latino kid. It cannot be.
Yeah.
Now do it now.
I think so.
It has to be.
Hold
It
on,
has
hold
to
on
be.
now. Can it just be a black person who can
No.
speak Spanish?
No.
Here's my question.
I would accept it, Marcus. I would.
I'm about to say, because when it's time to go play Harriet Tubman, when it's time to go play Martin Luther King, when it's time to go play Malcolm, when it's time to go play anybody who has historically African American roots, we can get anybody from across the lake. So why does it have to be an Afro Latino that plays Malcolm? I'm just interested to know. I just want to know.
Oh,
I just think his culture is just too important, and I think that representation is needed. I think that representation is needed.
I'm not
sure.
disagreeing with
I would just accept
Yeah.
it if all across the board, like Marcus is saying, there's a little more accuracy for all of the roles. I recognize why Miles Morales should be a Puerto Rican actor. That makes sense. And it's not like there's only 700 Puerto Rican actors in the world. Like, no, there's enough. You can do it. So
You're working, Cornelius. You're working on the premise that I don't want him out there because of his nationality or whatever. No. I don't think Caleb is that great of an actor to portray Miles for years to come. It has nothing to do with
Now
him
you
being
say all that. I think
black
he's a
Puerto
decent
Rican or
actor.
not.
I think he's all right.
I think I differ here, though. Maybe I don't, but I really don't care about the last 500 years of history of influenced by the white man. I don't care. Are you a melanated descendant from the continent? All right, yeah, I got you. You can play Miles Morales.
It completely works against the argument that they're laying down, and you just agreed with that his culture is important. So if his culture is important, it's a delineation from just black people at large. And I'm saying, if we're going to play that card with an Afro Latino, then maybe we should stay consistent when we're playing African American heroes. Maybe.
I agree, but I
agree
think
there
this
too.
is more so a one-off thing. Like for the history of black movies, for the most part, black people have played those roles. This is a new thing where we're bringing these British
because
people
a black
in.
person is going to play Miles Morales regardless, right? A
What
black
I'm saying, the influx of the British people coming over here is fairly new. When you go back from the 60s to the 2000s, most of our historical figures were played by African American people.
That's a fact.
This is new where the British are coming in
But
now.
we here though. But we here. And so I'm saying going forward, we got to pick a lane. We can't say, oh, well, this person got to be of the same culture that the character was inspired, and then look at everything else and be like, oh, that's all right.
I disagree. If we've had 10 different Malcolm X's being played, I'm not going to be mad if there's one British guy playing Malcolm X.
No. I acknowledge the history. You are absolutely correct. And there was a time where all of our heroes were played by people who shared the same legacy. I'm saying that now that we're here, and the trend doesn't seem to be changing, why not afford, if we're going to stand up and be like, okay, we need to kind of set this right and make sure there's symmetry between the actor and the character, right?
Because I don't think it has
Why
to be
can't we
constant.
apply that across the board?
I don't think it has to be constant. I think this is the first time that we're doing Miles Morales. The first time, let's get it right. If we 10, 20 years down the line, it's been 7 Miles Moraleses. At that point, I don't give a damn if it's an African-American person or Puerto Rican.
But it
this
has
first
to be,
time,
there has to
we
be
should get it
a
right.
lot of them to where now the cultural aspect doesn't matter anymore.
What'd you say?
It has to be a certain quantity of them to the point where the cultural aspect doesn't matter anymore. Like, what's the number?
I think so. I think so. That's me personally. Like I said,
Okay.
we've had 10 different people play Malcolm X. I'm not gonna be mad if Reggae Jean is the 11th Malcolm X, but for Miles Morales, you just got to get that right because they don't have a lot of representation for the Black and Puerto Rican
I
side.
understand.
They don't have none.
It's
If
a
we
very
really
niche
talking about
group.
it,
First of all, Black people, Hispanics who have that identity that identify with their Black side is rare. So I understand why that's important to show.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's another conversation for another day. But I do understand that archetype is important to show, especially for a character that's not, you don't see all over the place. It ain't a whole bunch of Black Latinos in comic books, right? So I get that. I understand that. I want some of that. You know, I want it back, I guess.
I think.
And go ahead.
No, you keep going. I'll wait.
I was just saying, like, I don't feel like it has to be an either or, and I don't feel like we have to spotlight one group over the other and say, oh, well, it's their turn. I'm tired of taking turns. Okay, if we know something is right in general, then it should be right for everybody. And so, like, regardless of, because that's what you asked me to do, right? You're asking me to accept these iterations of, you know, people who represented specifically, you know, my delineation of Black people, and accept it because there have been so many others that have played them. But if I take your logic as to why Miles needs to be an Afro-Latino, I could apply that to each iteration of Malcolm. I could apply that to each iteration of Martin. I could apply that to each iteration of Harriet Tubman. When does it become less important that the person playing that role is representative of the character? I don't agree that there's a certain quantity where you hit where that no longer matters anymore. I think as long as Miles Morales is canonically a Afro-Latino, he should probably play like an Afro-Latino. But everybody should get that grace, right? It's going to be, for me, it's all or nothing, right? I don't want to pick out and say, oh, well, you're extra niche. It's only a little bit of y'all, so y'all get to keep it to yourself. Well, I wanted to keep my stuff to myself too. We want to keep our stuff too. If we sharing, we sharing. If we not sharing, then, you know, everybody go to their corners.
You can't do that because, for instance, like, well, I'm not gonna say you can't, but I'm saying why it doesn't work that way is because, once again, the history of Hollywood has been here, and there's been a lot of African American people here in America that's played African roles, Greek roles. Denzel has a movie coming out right now.
Western media, absolutely, for sure.
So I think there's not a hard line. I think it's going to differ on different circumstances. And now, like I said, if it's 20 years in the future and we're on our 5th Miles Morales and we picking Jason Williams across, I don't care, because the first 4 or 5 have been Afro-Latino. They've gotten their representation. That's why I don't care about race swaps either. I don't give a damn, because if the first 10 Wonder Man have been white and now it's Yaya, but who the hell? Who cares?
Well, I care on that one.
Well, I'm not touching that one.
and see,
I don't think you gonna have no friends on Wonder Man.
We all said this one. We all said this when this happened. I don't think anybody on the panel is saying that Pierre should be Jon Stewart at all.
Exactly.
I mean, we said
But
that. We said that then.
It's so different though. That's a character who doesn't look like the actor. That's separate from this legacy of nationalities.
It plays. You don't think that plays into it at all?
Yes, it's just kind of.
I'm only trying to tell you guys that the skin color of an actor being different is not the same as the birth of an actor. We're talking about melanated descendants from the continent, which I was going to say this and chime in. There's 2 perspectives I think of it. I don't want to honor the Europeans, their involvement in the diasporization, and then the second part is so that's why I don't care who gets cast. But then the part where I say I do care about who gets cast is I understand there's a disunity campaign. I understand diaspora wars, and I get what the internet's been lately. And just to shut that up, fine. You just accurately, from now until forever, Harriet Tubman can't be Cynthia Erivo anymore. Like, you just get everything right, and therefore no more fighting online, no more threads, no more different, you're different, you're different. And so I just don't want to honor the colonizer. I don't want to say, oh, like look, all your interference. It matters to this day. That's why when someone plays this character from this place, we got to respect it because of what you were able to do in 1600. Like that's my dilemma. But the best case scenario to avoid any problem and all problems is that you just get accurate people, accurate to the background of the character, and we resolve that.
And to get away from the emotional side of this argument and work a little bit more on the empirical, I think working it that way creates more opportunities for everybody. Because if I can pick the same black person to play everybody across the board, an Afro Latino, somebody from Africa, somebody from Britain, I can just cast Idris Elba and I'm good. Then, you know, how many more opportunities are not going to younger up and coming actors or somebody else who could fit that role, but maybe they just didn't get the chance because they lower on the call sheet. I think giving people things that match, it'll categorize it more. And I feel like that creates more opportunities where it's not just, all right, let me treat the most popular black on the industry right now as a Swiss Army knife and cast him in everything.
Okay, last question on this topic, or you go however you want, but question on this topic. When it comes to who plays T'Challa, I don't care which part of the world you're from. Wakanda's not real. We're good. Everybody's got a claim.
I don't care.
Marcus?
Do I care if he's
from anywhere? Caribbean, he could be born in Europe, he could be anywhere as long as the guy looks like T'Challa from the comic books.
T'Challa.
Wakanda's not real.
Wakanda's not real, yeah, so it don't matter. It don't matter.
Serious? Are you okay with any actor from anywhere playing T'Challa?
Likewise.
Who said Melvin Gregg? I think he's occupied. It's all good. Keep going, guys.
Someone said y'all act like they make actors do demographic questionnaires like it's a regular job. Yes and no, because they
think they know where they're from.
They do send out specific casting calls for certain roles. They will. Sometimes they don't.
Thought you was doing
sometimes they do.
Comment.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they are looking for very specific demographics, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes people go out for it even if they don't fit the demographic, and that's how you get these race swaps.
It is so ironic she put the laughing face emoji because that shit just made me crack up. You just knew you was telling us. You told us.
Yeah.
Another topic.
WrestleMania?
Have you seen? No. Have you seen the ATLA movie Marcus?
What is it?
The Avatar Legend of Aang film.
So I refuse to watch it. I'm not gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
It's crazy that the entire movie in HD got leaked on Twitter. But yeah, no, I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Has anything been ruined for you?
No. Nope. As soon as I caught wind of it, I seen it trending, I got off.
All right. Okay, yeah, the Tina, were you an Avatar The Last Airbender fan?
When y'all get to talking about anime, WWE, and Star Wars, I tap out.
Even Star Wars?
Y'all call me back when y'all want to talk about Clayface.
Talk about Clayface a little bit.
Talk about Clayface. There's really nothing there on Avatar.
Hey,
I was just curious what Marcus thought.
When they presented Clayface, I immediately thought about you, Darius, because Peter Safran was there. James Gunn was not there. I don't know where he was. But Peter Safran was like, he was like, next up, we have Clayface. And this isn't going to be like any comic book movie that you know. This is a character study. This is a... And I remember you going crazy one day, like, I'm tired of this fucking character story shit. Just give me a comic book fucking movie. I immediately thought about you.
Nightmare, huh?
He said this is gonna be like no character, no comic.
And you
comic
know
book
what?
movie you've ever
What's
seen.
funny? I did a stream this morning where I went over the description of Clayface, and I said, you know what? I can eat crow. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This doesn't sound bad. But see, they didn't put that part. They didn't put what Peter said. They didn't say it was a character study.
Did they show any footage?
Yeah. Yeah, they showed some footage. I mean, to me, it feels like the Joker. It feels
Which
like the
one?
Joker.
Yeah,
the
which
first one.
Joker?
The
Okay.
first Joker.
Okay.
So when he says it's a character study, that's kind of the vibe we got from the trailer because it's really focused on him. He seems like a lonely guy. He's walking by himself. He gets in some type of accident. And then he's like in the bathtub, and then his face just starts melting, but then the screen cuts and his face is regular. So I'm like, is he hallucinating or what the hell going on? Yeah, it definitely looks like it's not. I didn't see a lot of action at all. It's more so geared towards
I can't.
yeah, who's
Wonder
Clayface?
Man
Who's this
fans.
guy?
Hey, yeah, right? Y'all happy?
Can't. So
Y'all
so
go
if
see
you're saying it's
Clayface.
like the Joker, but Joker was good, the first one. The most Batman showed up in the Joker was when he put his fingers in his mouth as a little kid and to make him smile. That was when he went to Wayne Manor and he was outside. That was the most Bruce showed up. And you know what? Because the movie was so damn good, I forgave it. I said, hey, that's cool. This movie was fire.
You gotta pass.
This has been my worst nightmare. This has been what I've complained. Remember the other day, Chill, when we were doing the afternoon woke up and everybody was coming at me talking about, oh, let James Gunn cook and you wanted to. It's the shit I'm talking about.
But this is what I'll say, Darius. This is what I'll say. It might not be for us. This might be their art house A24 style.
Hey,
we want to get the horror fans in. We don't even want y'all to know that this is a comic book movie. This is a horror movie about body horror. So that's what they're aiming for. It feels like.
I swear to God, you in my brain because I've been trying to get this out. I was getting ready to say, do these niggas not know that A24 is hiring? Why don't you go and make this shit over there? Bloomhouse is hiring. Go over there and make this shit. People be out of position. That's what it feels like to me. They go into these studios just looking for a job, not taking into account what they actually want to do or what they want to get out of the project. Somehow they done got in good with the studio heads or somebody who make the decisions, and now we got this mismatch. Like we got the artsy fartsy people making movies with the comic book people, and then we got the bang bang shoot 'em up people. They making shit in A24. I seen Sisu 2 the other day. I don't even know who made that, but that shit is 10 times better than Wonder Man. Like I just don't understand how we got so crisscrossed. Where all the art house people are making so much exciting shit, and the big time studios are still making comic book movies, but they got the artsy fartsy people in there trying to make them.
Safran and Gunn came from horror, so this fits their wheelhouse more than anything. So I don't know about that, Marcus.
Okay, well, I guess we'll
but it might work though. You know what I'm saying? It might get that crowd who this is horror time. So I just want to go see a scary movie. I want to go see a psychological thriller. I don't give a damn if Batman is here. I'm just going to see this.
For the people that are there, that's great. God bless you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you want to see Gotham without Batman. I'm happy that you want to go hang out in Crime Alley without Bruce. That's fine. That's fine. You want to do that? That's fine. I'm beyond that. I am
I'm
so
glad y'all
beyond
like it.
that.
I'm glad y'all hype for it.
And
I
to
don't
Visor
understand.
reacts, that wasn't to you. I was just venting, but that wasn't to you. But for you saying why is this a bad thing exactly? It's not for if you want it, it's not. But I'm over.
I'll say why it's a bad thing for me, because I'm tired of watching comic book shit and comic book shit not being at the forefront. That's what I showed up for.
Boom.
What I showed up for. If I wanted to go see horror, I go see The Conjuring 8. Or whatever a Conjuring this is about to be. I'll go see Final Destination 7. I'll go see Sinners and Weapons and all the other horror films that came out last year. I don't want that shit from you.
Yep. I wish you could have been on the afternoon woke up just a few days ago. When I tell you I was fighting for my life with these James Gunn sympathizers telling me let him cook. Oh God, man, I'm telling you, that's it. I don't want, like I told them the other day, I don't want to see Yellowstone meets the Lanterns. I'm not here for this shoot 'em up Western Lanterns.
You have an
I'm not here
alternative
for that. Go ahead, Joe.
According to the internet, the budget of this movie is low, less than 50 million. It's a low play phase. All right. Do you have an alternative? Hey, okay, I know you don't have enough money to do the big budget film. Those are the rules. Zaslav is not letting him do a big movie. So yes, we don't want Clayface. We don't want Gotham-less Batman. Batman-less Gotham. We don't want all that stuff. I get it. What do you do with that $35 million budget in a movie? You're allowed to do a movie with $35 million. What do you do then? What in its place?
Who is the smallest Justice League character we can make a movie off of?
That's what you would think. Not Clayface though. It has to be a hero still.
Yeah,
I
I'd probably still go. Still go hero, and I would find the least expensive building block to my next 10 years and make a movie out of that. How, even if Clayface is a success, let's say it's a success, how does it set you up in position to make movies going forward? You're not including Batman, so you're gonna have to make a whole nother film to establish that this is a Batman villain.
I don't think they care.
Oh,
If you're paying attention to how James Gunn is running this, he set it up like he has this master plan, but he's not, because how do we get Jimmy Olsen? Like where did that come from? And then Clayface, I think, is, hey, give me 30 million. If I can flip this to 120, it's a win.
I think he does. Look, that horror audience who may be interested, the superhero audience who show up, as bad as DC's been, even Birds of Prey crossed that 100 million. I think I would. No,
I agree with you.
I can see this movie making money just from the automatic fans, and so then it'll fast forward some other movies.
No, I agree with you. I think, like you said too, you add in the October element of it, the Halloween time horror film. I think it does. My only issue with it, again, it just I don't know about. I don't know how much, but I do think it'll do decent. But my issue is it's more of this weird shit where we're just like, hey, let's do superhero shit without the superheroes. Like that. That's why I'm so puzzled with Wonder Man, the love for Wonder Man.
Y'all gonna love Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen gonna be y'all shit. I want to hear everybody in here going up about Jimmy.
Yeah, there's no heroes. There's no heroes, and I'm over that. I'm like, okay, so that, like, they're talking about this is the first time in the DCU we're going to be in Gotham, because this is a part of the DCU. This is an Elseworld. James liked it so much from the Elseworld, he brought it to the DCU. So this is a part of the DCU. We don't need
more DCU projects to add to his growing universe. We don't need that. Let's just make some more Elseworld shit.
But see, here's the issue. Visor reacts. He says it builds Gotham. It builds Gotham, establishes more of the world, and also introduces new lower tier characters in the different genres without major risk. And it isn't a bad move by the studio. Here's the thing: we've known Batman. I don't know when your relationship was with Batman. I don't know when you were introduced with Batman. I was introduced to Batman as a young lad. I know his rogues gallery. As a consumer of Batman, you should know his rogues gallery. I don't need to flesh out Gotham because I've been reading about Gotham and watching Gotham for however long. The only reason I'm even in Gotham is because Batman's there. It's not because Clayface. And the only reason there's a Clayface is because there's a Batman.
The Batman. It's because there's a Batman.
So, it's a weird, it's weird.
You got to leave open. And now I will be fair and say I will leave open the slightest bit of hope, because I said all of this shit about the Penguin. I said all of this shit about the Penguin, and the Penguin was great.
I knew the Penguin was going to be good, and I think this might be good. I think this movie, y'all. I never said it's not going to look good. I said that they said this is a character study on Clayface, so you're going to have people out there who like psychological thriller, body horror during Halloween. If this movie makes $120 million, this is James Gunn's big W.
120 is a big W.
The budget is 30
million. Yeah,
the budget is 30. Yes, that's a good day at the office.
I get this one too. There are a lot of people that don't have that knowledge, and I'm so aware of that. But here's the thing: even if you don't have that knowledge, for the people that don't, would you ever? People that don't have that knowledge, or they know who Batman is, they're not going to pick up Clayface because there aren't any individual Clayface comics. There's not like a cult fandom of Clayface or anything like that. Now, the Joker, when you did a solo film, that's different. That's one of DC's greatest villains. So that's different. When you're doing Clayface, a lower tier villain, and you do not include the only reason that this piece of shit villain even exists, it's very strange. And even if they don't have that knowledge, even for the people that don't have that knowledge, you would want to introduce Batman as to the reason why this obscure character even exists, to give them that knowledge. I mean, a part of Clayface's history is Batman. So
look this comment right here. That's like getting Red Skull a movie before Steve Rogers. That's precisely what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's precisely what we're doing.
Yeah, it's just it's again, I know people don't have that knowledge, and I'm not slighting them by any means. I'm just saying you would think you would want to introduce this newer audience for people that maybe are unaware with
What was the reason?
I've been telling y'all ever since y'all first met me, they don't care about y'all comic book fans. They don't care. This is the movie business, baby.
But they keep putting up bricks too, so it's not. It's like
they here to make movies and money.
And keep building houses. Keep building
because if they care,
built the whole project.
They would make a real Clayface movie. Instead, we are getting a psychological thriller about whoever the real Clayface is. What's his real name? That's what we finna get.
Hagen, I think. Hagen.
That's what we finna get.
Anything else from DC?
They showed Supergirl, didn't they? Oh, Lord.
We got a 15-minute clip of Supergirl. It still feels like Guardians of the Galaxy to me. So disappointed.
I'm telling you.
I am so disappointed.
That actually has a decent amount of hype. My dad said something about that last week.
Really?
Like, I want to see Supergirl. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like James Gunn, so I don't like that it feels like Guardians. And they said that Millie was hired before the director was even hired. So that tells you everything that you need to know. James Gunn probably bought the same thing he bought from Marvel. We're going to go ahead and map out what this movie is. I'm going to bring a director in, and this is what we're going to do, because that does not feel like that director's movie.
So all of that anti-Marvel talk, we don't start production on a movie before the script is done. All of that was horseshit.
You can't believe a word that comes out of James's mouth. You can't believe a word that comes out of James's mouth at all. You know, it's not that Darius cares too much. It's that I would just prefer, again, it's not even what I would prefer. I feel like we have all, I know I haven't been on this boat alone. I feel like we've all been on this boat.
They do like to make you feel crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hero shit is crazy.
Like, have we not all been on the same boat for the past 5 years? Like, and I don't want more of that. I don't care what studio it's from. I don't want more of it. So Marvel, DC, Invincible, hell, you want to throw the boys in there? I don't want more dumbass bullshit with superheroes. That's it.
Trying to make us feel crazy.
I think they see what's going on around us. Like they see, okay, A24 is making moves over here. The Penguin did good. Let's do Clayface. This is going to be a movie for the general audience, psychological thriller, horror, Halloween, $30-40 million, quick buck, quick turnaround.
Yep.
Because I know what Matt Reeves.
It is. It's a parody business, and people see success in smaller budgeted productions, and they're like, we need one of those.
Yeah, quickly.
I've never really been a trend follower. Like, I'm a kind of work against the wind kind of guy. So I don't necessarily feed into that natures, but I do understand it. And so if something was successful financially, it's almost it is your duty to try and recreate that. So
yeah,
I get it, but art doesn't work that way either. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody else was successful doing something doesn't mean that you're going to be able to put that recipe in the pot and have it come out successful for you. Art wouldn't be art if that's how it worked. So,
but it's not a risk if I lose $30 million.
Right. The budget's so low you have a hard time. If you don't make that budget back, hey, listen, we gotta have a conversation.
Yeah.
Clayface don't make his money back. We gotta have a conversation.
Oh,
What do I want exactly? To be honest with you, this is what I would have wanted. I said this before. I would have wanted James, and I really thought he was going to do this. I would have wanted him because he has literally the entire play chess toy set to him. It's like he has everything. He doesn't have to go talk to Universal and say, "Can I use this character?" Or "Hey, Fox, can I use it?"
He's got a budget limit.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got all the characters regardless. So he's got all these characters in his chest to use. I would have preferred he would have started the universe opening with the League. Opening with the League. Now, it's the way he opened Superman, that's fine. But I don't want the build from that. Now, Man of Tomorrow is building from that. But we're also doing Clayface. We're also doing the Jimmy Olsen show and things like that. Why aren't we putting, and you put emphasis, he's talked about Sergeant Rock. I don't care what anybody says. That's a passion project for him. He would do it if he could. He's talked about Batmite, and when we bring up Wonder Woman or the Flash, even he's the Flash is like 4 years from now. When's the last time anybody heard anything about Paradise Lost?
Yes, I was just ready to say Paradise Lost. Why are we not going to Diana's home and trying to build that shit up? Talking about universe building. Let's get over that mascara.
Like that. If we're going to universe build, that's what I want. I want a universe build with the heavy hitters. I don't want to hang out with Jimmy Olsen as he stalks Gorilla Grodd because he can't touch him. But he's just gonna be behind Gorilla Grodd with his notepad. Oh, I mean, because is Flash showing up? Like, what's happening?
He has Jimmy Olsen budget. He has Clayface budget. I like what Marcus said. Fine, at least make it a superhero who's involved with the League. And if we can have a Clayface, we can have a guy with no face. The question, someone said that in chat. I guess that would make sense. That's something cool. But I get complaining, Darius, that it's these characters, Jimmy Olsen. I get that. But like, it doesn't mean because there's no Jimmy Olsen, there could be a Flash. It was never an either or between those two, expensive character and cheap character.
Okay, but still, chill. At the end of the day, though, bro, I mean, I don't. And as I said the last time we talked about this, that is a speculation on your end. We have no clue what his restrictions are at the studio. We don't know what Zaslav has set him down and told him.
Zaslav brought this budget for lanterns down from what it was supposed to be.
Okay, so that's lanterns. That's just lanterns. I can't. We don't know. Well, hey, that may be enough for you. That ain't enough for me to consume because that's not enough for me to then look and say because if I'm David Zaslav too and we want to make money. Clearly, what was happening before Snyder was actually using the big characters. We're not using the big characters here. That's where the money is. The money is not. If you're trying to prove a point to Zaslav here by trying to make money, prove to me that the DCU can make money. Let's do a Jimmy Olsen show. That's not going to prove to me that DC can make money.
Can we split the baby? Can we do a Flash TV show? I mean, it was a while ago, but it was pretty popular on CW. Why not a Flash television show on HBO? Why do we have to do Jimmy Olsen?
This is y'all fault because y'all hyped James Gunn up.
I did.
Stop. Listen, I'm not saying y'all in particular. I'm saying people have hyped James Gunn up to make him feel like he is a great director when in reality, he is the Draymond Green in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You were in a universe that accepted you and the Guardians of the Galaxy. And now that you have stepped out of that universe, people have blown his head up to make him believe that he can do Jimmy Olsen and Clayface and barely scooted by with Superman.
Superman, Supergirl, Man of Tomorrow are the big tests. They're the summer releases. And I would expect that every year in June, he's got something coming, June or July.
He better come with it, man. He better come with it. And in the midst of him getting his bigger stuff together, he still has to be successful with this bullshit he's putting out. Booster Gold's still on the horizon. Who the fuck is that? Right? Like, you still have to be successful with one of these shows. You can't give people slop in between the films and expect them to show up for the films.
You can't. You just, man. So, hey. Like I said, that's just my complaint with it. Everybody's going to have either they love it or you're griping or you're letting them cook, whatever it may be. I For me to let him cook, like I said last time we talked about it, I need the brother to get in the kitchen, and he's yet to even touch the recipes. And when I say recipes, I'm talking the Justice League out here hanging out with the who's the animated who we hanging out with talking about a season 2? Who is that? Not the Authority. Not Skeleton Crew. Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos. Man, shit. Yeah, like who come fam? Invincible exists. I don't need this. Give me the stuff.
Listen, the man, to me, he ain't put a big W up yet. He did Peacemaker.
Really. They tried their best to make Superman their big dub. They tried.
Clayface might be they closest big dub. I'm telling you, this might be it. I don't know about Supergirl.
Negative about things we haven't seen. Crazy. You know, this is the argument I had with them the last time. A few days ago, they told me things we haven't seen. Okay, here's the thing about Lanterns. It's not as if I haven't. You're right. I haven't seen the 8 to 10 or however many episodes. I'm basing my opinion off of what they presented to me, and that was a trailer. They presented a trailer to me for me to form my opinion, and my opinion is that looks like Yellowstone meets the Lanterns. And that's just not something I'm interested in.
Right.
They're not in their uniforms. We got a glimpse of the uniform. We got them doing a little something with the ring, I guess. But I mean, I get it. They're on assignment. They're trying to blend in. I get that. But could we not have blended in and here comes the budget from Chill. But could we not have blended in space on a galactic conquest or something like that? Why are we in Henderson, Nevada? What is going on? So for me, I'm judging it off of that. And I've seen what Supergirl looks like from trailers too. I'm judging it off of that. I haven't seen the movie yet. No. I'll be able to give a further judgment after seeing the movie, but based off of what's been presented to me currently, that's where my opinion is.
Somebody said, "Can we give Gunn a fair shot?" No, I can't. I personally can't because he talked too much shit. If he was a humble director that I'm just trying to do my job, I would give him a fair shot. He talked too much shit. He talked too much.
Just went a Deadline calling them shoddy for some shit that was real.
I never even met these actors.
Hey, he's shameless. He is shameless about that. He'll be like, "Oh, it's totally false reporting. Yeah, fake news. You know, people really don't know what they're talking about." And a week later, just walk all over it. Just walk all over top of it like he never said anything.
See, all I ever said was I never met Adria Jana. It doesn't mean I didn't want to cast her.
Didn't cast her. I didn't mean I didn't cast her.
Not the same thing, guys.
To me, it was just the arrogance of when he left and he came to DC and he puts his big slate up. And like y'all said, he was like, "See, we don't greenlight any movies over here without a written script. And we're going to do this." And we're just a lot of shade at Kevin Feige. And I'm like, y'all, Kevin is down now. You stomping on him kind of hard, but you have not lived up to that shit talking yet.
Kevin's been in the gym. Kevin thinned out, right? Like he got a little bit healthier, looking good, right?
I'm a little scared for Kevin. I stressed him out.
Blue.
He got on that
personal.
He on that zip.
Arthur, I don't know where you got. I don't know where you got it. Was personal. It's not. I don't know James. If you're looking for personal beefs with James, that's the Den of Nerd streams. That happens at 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Don't fuck with James Gunn at all.
That's where the personal issue with James is. I laid out my issue with James. I don't know how much clearer I can get. That I just want superhero. I don't know how much clearer I can get.
It's like we didn't walk into the burger shop and they keep trying to sell us tacos. And they like, "Listen, man, these is world-class tacos. You don't understand, man. You ain't never had these tacos before, man." And I'm like, did the motherfucking sign say Burger Hut when I walked in? Like, what is going on?
Man.
Then a who? It's the Pantheon. What?
Bet.
You want Josh? You go to the back of the bus. We have a super chat. Low key, that should have been a Lil Yachty song. They dropped a song too, just like a couple hours ago. Yachty and Trick. Called Gingerbread Man about Sami Zayn, the ginger.
I'm not listening to that. But yeah, what about the super chat?
All right, Vincent. They scared people like Matt Reeves Batman more than James Gunn Batman. They scared people.
They're scared that people will like Matt Reeves Batman more than James Gunn Batman.
Oh, they
Who's
absolutely will.
Who's afraid?
They absolutely will. There's no question. No question.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's not a doubt in my mind.
For sure. Arthur, I'm not gonna allow you to gas.
Arthur, he talks shit. That's it. That's where the negativity talk too much shit. When you don't talk, you don't have a lot of problems.
Yeah,
And
I
he
will
lied.
not allow Arthur to gaslight me tonight.
Ignore Arthur. Ignore Arthur. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, Darius. He's not even there. He's Kevin Davis today. Vincent Moore, though, I don't think we give Matt Reeves enough attention for the 6-year delay between these movies. There's something going on. I hope it's a legitimate reason, it's health related, all that good stuff. But damn, I mean, your Batman Part 2 should have been out by now.
Agreed. And I mean, that's kind of the funk that they're in. I think faster turnaround on Batman 2, right? If they get in the so hold on, let's do this map again because we laid it out. I believe it was November of 22
March.
That James Gunn March.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I thought you were talking about the release of Batman.
No. When James Gunn got the position, it was fall of 22, somewhere in there, right?
I think so.
All right. So by that time, we were a year after Batman. If he's already script done, I'm ready to go start shooting, right? By by 23. If he's ready to start shooting in 2023,
Matt Reeves?
Maybe we don't even go down this road with James Gunn. Maybe you're able to look at it as a CEO and say, okay, it was mildly successful in the COVID area of releasing films. Maybe there's something there. And he's already got a script ready to go. Maybe I'll just go forward and let Matt Reeves do his thing. Instead of saying, all right, well, we're a few years off with another Batman iteration, even though it was popular. So we can't lean on that. What else do we got? All right, now we need to start looking outside the tent. It opens up the possibilities when there's not a clear path forward, when you don't have a decided direction. That's what I was thinking when we was talking about James Gunn in terms of the Clayface. It's okay, yeah, you the guy now, but even what you have set up leaves you vulnerable to be pushed out and let somebody else take over. You don't have your feet in the ground. The biggest thing that you can say is that Superman made $500 million. Big fucking whoop. Big whoop. That they will wipe their ass with that and get the next guy in to do their version of Superman. So you gotta have to have a strategy of how you want this stuff to come out. And with James, whether it's the budget stuff that Chill is talking about, or if it's just him trying to get his jollies off doing all the stuff he want to do, he's put himself in a position where he's still vulnerable. He don't have a flagship to lean on right now.
I'm not blaming
Streetfighter also had a
delay. Oh, sorry, I was answering that. No, go ahead, Streetfighter. But no, I'm not blaming Gunn for the Street Fighter. See, you got me talking about Streetfighter. I'm not blaming Gunn for the Batman 2 delay. From our understanding, didn't Reeves had personal things going on?
It was something, yeah.
I heard people on YouTube say that, and I believe them.
Yeah. So
who was it? Grace Randolph. She said it's like Chadwick Boseman, and you felt guilty about making jokes. It's the same thing. She said.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay,
Maybe I don't want to misquote her.
Ask Grace. She was also the one talking about what she say about the black hair and Superman.
It's black power.
It's very, very black power.
Oh, Grace.
How did she think? Oh no, I can say this. I'm good. I can make this
man, because they don't think about it. So they don't think about it. They just be
coming out.
Yeah,
it's very Dolomite. It's very Shaft.
It's very Dolomite.
Very 70s.
It's got that roll bounce vibe.
Hip hop hair? She did not say hip hop hair abundant. The Street Fighter trailer came out on the internet. I'm sure it's probably the same thing that they showed inside the movie in CinemaCon. So, what extra news do I need to know about Street Fighter?
Hanugan.
Tina.
Nothing, child. I'm just when I go watch Street Fighter, I'm just gonna cut my brain off and say, look, I'm just here to
Got to.
enjoy. That's what I'm going in for. They did say that Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li are the main characters. Andrew Schultz got up there and started making weird ass jokes like he always do. But
Oh, great.
yeah, we just saw the same trailer that you guys saw that there. Yeah.
Here's my feelings on Street Fighter.
Who's doing this? We can't play it.
I wouldn't. Don't get a snipe.
Okay.
It's kind of is exactly what Tina just said. Turn your brain off. Like I think the game for Street Fighter is very campy. I think that Street Fighter is kind of like a camp version of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, I'm not expecting it to be too serious, too heavy on the plot. Like, just go there for the fights, basically. And anything beyond that should just be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. They had an after party last night, and the whole cast kind of like party with everybody at CinemaCon. I brought my ass home. I don't be partying with people like that, but everybody said they had fun with 50 Cent and Andrew Schultz.
I was about to say, what, nobody in there you fuck with? Now 50, not you don't watch wrestling, so you don't fuck with Roman Reigns or Cody.
I mean, I know the people. I don't want to party with the people.
Okay.
Look, by the time you in there all day, I'm ready to go home. I don't look. I'll be gone. This trailer looks better than the first. The first trailer that I saw, I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. But this one, I'm a little bit more brought into it.
I agree with Tony Robinson. I think Masters of the Universe will make more.
Ooh,
you think
He-Man makes more than
that? So what's a more bankable product at this point? Street Fighter or He-Man? I think they're both 80s type style nostalgic drops. Like I don't think they're anything that has a huge foothold in the zeitgeist today.
Street Fighter's got Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Over He-Man?
Like they got wrestlers.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, comedians. Everyone's in it.
Yeah. Comedians, wrestlers, rappers. They got a lot.
And I feel like Street Fighter lasted in the zeitgeist longer than He-Man. He-Man was really big in the 80s, but it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and Street Fighter's less woke.
I don't know about all that.
Then He-Man? Last movie I want to talk to you about for sure, because I know you're a fan, is Devil Wears Prada 2.
Oh man. When I tell you they have a hell of a marketing campaign going on for Devil Wears Prada, on the side of Caesar's Palace is just the trailers just running all day long. Really? When you're walking up to Caesar's Palace, the steps are red and it's shoes on. Like they have a hell of a marketing campaign.
Oh wow!
I'm going on for
What's
it.
the basis? Because she left old girl at the end of the first one. So what
like what's the film is about?
Synopsis, yeah.
They didn't really give us a synopsis. We just saw a clip. We saw like 15 minutes of the movie. Meryl Streep is sitting in the middle of a business meeting, and somebody was dressed horribly, and she was like, oh my God, all of those people need to commit suicide. They told us, no, you can't say that nowadays. And she's like, oh, well, I'll just say I'll commit suicide. My God, what type of world do we live in? Oh my God.
Wait, she's coming out of retirement, isn't she?
I don't know. Character? It didn't really give us a lot of detail. I don't know the plot of the movie, but it's Meryl Streep, man.
If I'm remembering, and I'm only going off again just what's out there from, because a lot of the scoopers I follow don't just do Marvel stuff; they do a lot of the movie stuff. They said that she's coming out of retirement, and she needs either she's coming out of retirement. No, not Andrea. Andrea's not. I think Andrea's successful doing something else, but Meryl Streep either is coming out of retirement or she's needing Andrea's help with something coming up, and she reaches out to her or something like that.
So what my perception of it is, She's still running a magazine. The magazine is, unfortunately, people ain't reading anymore, so her business is going downhill. But the other girl, what's the other girl's name?
You talking about
Emily Blunt?
Emily Blunt's character.
Emily Blunt's character is running a very successful, I want to say, digital magazine or some type of digital marketing service, and she has to find a way to work with her to kind of help build her magazine back up. That's kind of like the gist of it, but I'm not sure. Not Anne Hathaway. I don't know why Anne Hathaway back, but I know Miranda's gonna need help from Emily Blunt's character. I don't know.
I don't know why she's back.
Yeah, because when the movie ended, remember the movie ended, and Anne Hathaway was like, "This business is not."
Yeah,
for
she's like,
me.
"I'm out.
Yeah. I'm gone. I'm just not." And Miranda had stabbed old boy in the back, so I don't know what's brought Anne Hathaway back into the business. So
okay,
it looks
I don't think
good.
there's
though.
anything to talk about Pluto. I don't think they did anything. I have no faith in that movie.
Yeah, they showed us like 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of the movie.
The first
20?
Mm-hmm.
They showed to the first. I thought it was the.
Damn.
Yeah, I knew that. First 17
Okay,
minutes.
well, I guess there is something to talk about. Were you?
But I'm
affected
not
at
the
all?
one. I'm not the one to talk because I don't know what the fuck going on. All I saw was somebody shooting and fighting people. I'm the wrong person for Star Wars.
I wish I could show it. If you want to see it, it is, I believe,
The
still
whole
on
20
YouTube.
minutes? Is on the
No.
internet?
They showed them at CinemaCon what they originally showed the Star Wars Celebration crowd of the Mando, which is why I don't know why they don't share that with the public. That might excite some motherfuckers because that's a good scene. It's
I
a
don't
good
think
scene.
so because
No?
John Favreau said y'all are the first people to see the first. Like we saw 20 minutes of the goddamn movie.
Yeah, no, you saw 20 minutes. They didn't show. Okay, so I'm sorry. They didn't show Star Wars Celebration the 20 minutes. They showed them okay, so he's on a when he first comes out, he's on like a you won't know, but it's like a ship or something, and there's like all these guys in white, and he's shooting at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what that. So that just that little part they showed at D20. Or keep calling it D23 Star Wars Celebration. Y'all got the much obviously larger. Extended.
Yeah, we got a longer clip. It's like I guess a bad guy, and he's sitting in the room with other people, and Mando comes in and he's chasing them, and he's just shooting up all the people in the white. Lord, I'm horrible with this.
Oh, the people in white.
Watch
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Hey, keep going. I like this.
And Grogu sets off a little bomb to kind of help him out, and but I'm not in the Star Wars, but it looked good.
Probably.
Yeah, Grogu set off a little bomb. He was helping Mando a little bit.
Oh no, said talk.
No, oh, did he say anything? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Really quick here. This is what
he's talking.
This is what they said about the little synopsis here. Miranda Priestley struggles against Emily Carlton, her former assistant turned rival executive, as they compete for advertising revenue amid declining print media while Miranda nears retirement. I knew there was something about retirement, but why is Anne Hathaway here?
Well, the movie wouldn't be made without bringing back the original cast.
Yeah. I understand that was the big cliffhanger that you would
Yeah,
have to
no, well,
explain,
obviously, I'm just trying to figure out her purpose here, because she went back to her boyfriend who's also not in this
Did
movie.
you see her boyfriend in the clip?
He ain't in it. He was talking a couple weeks on social media and said he pissed off they ain't invite him back. And social media was like, nigga, what you need to come back for?
Because that's her man. They literally left Miranda to go
broke
with him.
up. No, I thought they broke up.
No. He threatened to leave her, something like that, if she didn't, get her shit together. But they stayed together because she literally
They stayed
left.
together, right?
I swear. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch Devil Wears Prada.
I thought she
literally
I
left
think
that-
he
that
threatened
thing.
her, and she got on that plane and went to Paris, and he said he was done. That's what I thought, but I can't remember.
Oh, well,
And then when she went to Paris, Miranda ended up stabbing old boy in the back. And that's when she was like, oh, nah, this business too dirty. I can't do that.
They have requirements and inclusion standards. You got to have different ethnicities in your movies
She
now.
banged that one dude while they were
For
on
that
break.
reason,
They
Lakeith
were
Stanfield
united.
is playing the husband.
Lakeith Stanfield, he's in this movie.
He's in it. Secret role. You're gonna see him at the ending. Oh look,
I'm about to throw
that's
some
Sam.
at you, chill. I thought you was doing actual reporting here.
Yeah, because I'm like, he didn't come on stage. He's here.
That's the prize. They're like all white movie. Just kidding. We got to meet our quotas, and that's why Anne Hathaway, she's not married to that dude from the first movie anymore. Black husband.
Pluto says it's implied that she's going to go back with him after leaving Paris, but never confirmed.
Yeah. They broke up because he was like, if you go to Paris, I'm not gonna do it. And she's like, I got to go. It's my
Implied,
job.
but not confirmed.
Yeah.
I'll take
Well,
it.
she should have brought him back just for they should have brought him back just for story development purposes. You know, she
Yeah,
went-
story
she went and
purposes.
got-
You know?
She got married and boom, boom, boom.
Child, I don't know who I was with 20 years ago, so that's probably how she feel. Hell, I don't know that nigga. That was 20 years ago.
Cut it out.
I don't know who he with. Wasn't he like a chef? He ain't make no money. He wasn't my type.
Man.
He was a chef, I think.
Jill, what are you thinking about?
I was thinking about in Harlem where dude plays a chef.
Oh yeah.
money.
Some chefs have money. Most don't. Most do not.
I miss Harlem. I liked it. I wasn't watching it, season to season. I just started watching in the third season. It was good. A little show there. They say they want a movie, but I guess we would have heard about it by now. So I guess it's not happening.
No.
It's okay. We'll see it at CinemaCon next year. Maybe WB will say, Sinners did well. Why don't we give these guys a movie?
Harlem, wasn't that with Amazon?
Yeah, it was with Amazon. So
Amazon doing the most black content out of everybody.
MGM.
Mm-hmm.
They're MGM, yeah.
Yeah, Amazon MGM. Universal talked about a Snoop Dogg movie. We saw another clip of the Odyssey.
How much more notes do you have? Just so I know how long I'm gonna be on stream. I want to get a drink.
I'm just kind of running through. So Universal has this rom-com coming out called One Night Only, and it's kind of like The Purge. There's one day throughout the year where you can just go and have sex with anybody you want. Just careless sex. Just everybody just walking down the street, just making out.
Consensual?
Consensual.
And so so you go and you talk to my wife first. Right? Like
Everybody has a hall pass. This is the day where everybody can go be sexually free. And so the movie is about this girl, and she never participates, and she meets was that Schwarzenegger's son? Anyway, she meets this guy, and they're like, I don't just want to have sex, I want to have a real relationship. And he like,
was
girl,
it the dude from this season of White Lotus?
the one with the big ears, the funny looking guy.
Yeah, okay.
So that was kind of cool. That was interesting. I was like, oh, this is like The Purge, but with sex. You just go do whoever you want to do as long as y'all agree to do it. Everybody get a hall pass.
Oh wow.
That was part of Universal.
How did the Odyssey look?
I'm not a big fan of the Odyssey.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
think we missed
But it looks
that one,
great.
too. We was
It
talking
looks
about
great.
The biggest
You're
It
not,
looks great.
You're not a fan of this version of the Odyssey or as a whole?
I'm not a fan of the old one and this version. Maybe it's because I'm traumatized because back in school, like they forced us to
Writing
read
about
it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I even know about it, because they forced us to.
Forces you to read it and write about it. Long ass story.
But if I compare it to Dune, I'm more excited for Dune than it's gonna be a battle, baby. It is gonna be a battle with them two on which one is gonna win best sound, and who's gonna win best director. You have a battle there for sure. The sound
Denis
design
versus our boy.
Nolan.
And let me tell you
Nolan.
what Denis said. Denis said this version of Dune, quicker, faster, action-packed. We getting through it. Boom, 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 bam. We hitting it.
Yeah.
And
But
that
they got
opening
so much story to tell. They got to finish
Yep.
it up here in this part. Well,
So-
are they actually? Are we actually done with Doom? Because there's so much more to tell. Or are they
He
just
say
going to
he
try to
done.
jam it into this movie?
He say he done. So this year, those are the two movies I'm kind of comparing. I'm comparing Dune and Odyssey together.
When they showed the Odyssey, what did you guys see in that clip? What was different?
So it was like 10-15 minutes, and it was the them being inside of the Trojan horse. So they're getting ready to set them up to fight against. I can't even remember who the hell they fighting against.
The
Trojans.
Yeah,
and Tom Holland is sitting with the Punisher. And he's talking to him, and he's like, it might be a clip that's already out. He was like, you don't know what we've been through or what it's like to be a man. And he's telling the story of what they went through. And then we see the whole Trojan horse scene. I don't know if it's out yet or not. Yeah, they started whooping ass. But I'm just so traumatized by the Odyssey. I'm more on the Dune side with that. I'm with Dune on this one. Somebody said they stabbed the horse. Yes,
Travis Scott. I hope that
they didn't show Travis
in the first trailer is all I see of him.
They didn't show Travis.
That man agent was working after that concert. Boy,
Lupita looks great. I think they said Christopher Nolan and Travis Scott are like neighbors.
Gotta be. It's gotta be just some random occurrence shit. He seen him at the grocery store.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him in the first trailer. I missed it.
Oh, I saw him. How can you not miss a black? I said,
Yeah,
who's that black?
He had speaking lines.
What?
Wasn't it Run DMC Neighbors with Ja Rule in the show?
Mm-hmm.
Reverend Run, I should say, not Run DMC.
Rev Run.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Who's
another star? Who's another star that we haven't brought up yet? Like, was Eddie Murphy there? Tom Hanks is getting a third Top Gun, right?
Tom Hanks?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Trying to remember who was there that we maybe did not talk about. I can't think of any. Ebenezer looks good. Johnny Depp has a movie coming out called Ebenezer, and it looks good.
It's the Christmas Carol, isn't it?
Yes.
How many Christmas carols do we need?
How many has there been? I've only seen like the old school ones.
There's the one with Jim Carrey. There's the animated one. There's been so many different adaptations from like TV shows.
Oh man, this one looks
Flintstones
good.
made a Christmas Carol. Shit.
That one looks good. Let's see.
And I guess that comes out December.
November or December.
Johnny
Social Reckoning looks good. The Facebook movie, that one looks pretty good.
What's the Facebook movie? A sequel to
the first Facebook movie.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they were doing that because they tried to get Eisenberg back, and he said he didn't want to portray. Who owns Facebook again?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he didn't want. I forgot his whole quote, but it was definitely anti all that MAGA shit. So,
hey, the guy who's playing Zuckerberg is good. And the story is there's a whistleblower. It's a woman, and she finds out that Facebook is doing some shady shit. She tells it to a reporter, and she's like, "Listen, you cannot tell them that this is coming from me. It's breaking my NDA." And he's like, "No, you'll never know." Long story short, they end up finding out it's her. She's paranoid. She feels like people are against her. And then Zuckerberg is on trial with either Congress or a lawyer, and he's going off. He's like, "I'm not answering no more of these questions. I believe in free speech." I was like, oh.
They tried to make him look strong, huh?
Yeah, he raised his voice a little bit.
Hey, that first one was impeccable. So go ahead, Jill.
This one looks great too.
It's one of those movies where like the movie isn't really for a business reason. It's Mark Zuckerberg wants to get his reputation cleaned up a little bit, and boom, there you go.
This ain't cleaning his reputation up.
I was about to say, who's behind this movie? Is it him?
Don't you need their permission to make a movie on them? No, the Trump one. Yeah,
No.
you don't. That's a weird. I don't know, man. I'm in favor of you can't make a movie about my name, image, likeness without my involvement. That's
if you're a public figure.
Anybody can make a movie about anybody.
Figure.
Yeah, he's a public figure.
This is hard. I wouldn't want it done. Yeah, it is hard. That's a hard one. Yeah, you're right. You're a public figure.
Yeah, you too big not to be able to hold your likeness at a certain point.
Fine, but I, as Mark Zuckerberg, I own all these apps, right? As soon as you log in on that day, hey guys, don't see this movie. I don't support it. Or no, you shouldn't do that. That would promote the movie. I'm so stupid. Just shadow ban it. Anyone trying to share the movie, shadow ban it.
Yeah, he might be involved. I don't know.
Shouldn't be. If it's gonna be a hit piece, but if it's gonna be like to squeak up his image, sure, do it.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Amazon, there's a movie coming out called How to Rob a Bank. Nicholas Hoult is leading that. The kid from The Penguin is in it. Vic. And they put on a great presentation. Like they came out on dirt bikes, doing stunts, tossing money in the air, protester signs, and essentially what this movie is about. They're YouTubers, and they're like, this is how you rob a bank. And they're showing you how to go and rob a bank. But they also are robbing banks. And it kind of puts you in the mind of what's the guy who just shot the healthcare guy out?
Luigi.
Yeah. So it shows us a clip, and he has the banker guy like roped up, and the banker guy is like, why are you doing this? He's like, because you killed my son. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. But it's kind of young and playful and youthful, but then it takes a serious turn. Like
serious.
Yeah,
Nicholas
Nicholas
my
Hoult.
son.
Yeah.
And then he's in his home all alone. What are you gonna do? This is Luigi's mansion now.
Yeah.
Hey, this is probably random, and they probably didn't even have let me not say probably. It is a movie. Two sisters badly burnt by their father. Sterling K. Brown is the father.
Yeah.
What studio is that?
I want to say it's Amazon. I want to say it's MGM.
That shit looked very interesting to me when the first time I seen it. I didn't
Look,
know
I like a good old horror, but that one just don't look like it's for me. Vivica A. Fox is in it, and I'm like, this is a lot. So
Vivica A. Fox is she the mom?
She's the mama, and she's like, go kill. She's like, go kill your daddy.
I like Sterling K. Brown. I'll give him a chance every time I see him.
I think it's called Is God Is or something like that. Yeah, Is God Is. That's the name of it. Yep.
God Is.
That's why I said Amazon had the most black movies. They had like 4 or 5. The Mahershala Ali one.
Bezos trying to earn our trust.
Thomas Crown Affair. The other Hitman movie, and that one.
Not a New Color Purple. I don't need that. Another
Maybe
one?
Once Upon a Time, King or Kings. Why do I always say your name wrong?
Kingsport?
Yeah, Kingsport. Maybe Once Upon a Time. She really has done a lot to her face.
Last time I seen Vivica was in Empire, I think.
David Ellison was up there shaking like a leaf.
Does Netflix have a presence in here?
No.
What did they say about the Snoop biopic? Was he there?
Listen, y'all, I forgot where I was just that quick. So we sitting there, it's black, and all we hear is rolling down the street, smoking Indo. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Snoop Dogg, he comes out, he's sea walking, and I'm bouncing. Then I realized, I said, man, this nigga MAGA. I'm not finna dance with him.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, maggot.
Dancing with him.
Hey, I thought you were about to tell me something about the movie.
Yeah, maggot.
But he's literally putting on a concert.
That's so funny you said that too, because as soon as I saw the headline that they're doing a biopic, I said they better make sure they put that MAGA shit in there too.
Don't it feel early for Snoop for a biopic?
Nah, it's not
It
early.
don't feel early.
Nah, he's peaked.
What?
He's peaked. Okay. But then he plays Drop It Like It's Hot. Like he's going through his catalog. So I'm thinking this just entertainment. I'm like, oh, we got a little Snoop concert. All the little, corporate white people, they having a good time. I say, y'all used to be getting drunk listening to this shit in college, ain't it?
You know what's unique about this film for him is that they don't usually make a movie before you while you're still living. You talk about Whitney, you talk about Puff, you talk about Pac, or not Puff, excuse me, Pac, Big, who else? Martin, Malcolm. They don't usually make the movies about you when you're alive.
James Brown.
I think it's because they did Straight Outta Compton. And so this is kind of the natural progression from that.
Okay.
Straight after.
The portrayal, whoever played him and the way they had him looking, that was a great casting in Strata Compton for him.
Yeah, this new guy, JD, Jonathan Davis.
He's
short.
He's the black dude from Outer Banks.
He's short. Yeah, he's short. Like he comes out, Snoop Dogg's like, let me introduce y'all to Snoop Dogg. He come out, he's sea walking, and they kind of like sea walking together. And I'm like, oh, he's short. He's not like super short, but I'm saying he's short to be Snoop Dogg. Yeah, he's shorter than Snoop. But even though he MAGA, I'm gonna watch it, y'all. I'm just a hip hop head, and I'm gonna go watch it. But I did not dance at the concert with the whites. I did not do it. They was looking at me like, you don't know this music? No, I don't know it.
Snoop used to have a reality show back in the day. Fatherhood. The one with his family, though. Father, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
You say he's MAGA. Has he ever endorsed Donald Trump, or are you just doing the crypto ball performance that he did with Nelly?
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough, because the 4 years prior, sorry, the inauguration he had before that, he called all the black folks that did it coons and all this kind of stuff, just for him to turn around and do the same thing.
It was enough for me for him to call Dale a bitch and then turn around and go into the crypto ball with Trump. Like, hold on, fam. Hold on a second. You had all you could stand 10. I wasn't even mad at you. But then for you because you apologized, you fixed it, you made it work. But then so you can lay down for the check on the Trump crypto ball thing. Confusing moralities is always a thing for me. So you holier than thou for Kobe's legacy, but then when it's time to hold it down on this side of things, it's like, oh, let me go get my crypto money.
So he didn't endorse MAGA. He just did a performance.
He didn't make an endorsement, but I mean, you being there is enough of an endorsement for me.
And once again, this goes back to what you said earlier. Could somebody pay me to do this? No. Snoop is a millionaire. Did you need that $1 or $2 million? Did you need it, Snoop?
No, probably not.
Did you need it?
That's how I feel about Dave Chappelle sitting over there trying to explain to us about Saudi Arabia. Fam, you ain't need that money.
And look, let me give him a little bell. He did say Trump did get his homeboy out. So I'm like, would I do it if I wanted to get my homegirl out of jail? I don't know. I ain't got them type of homegirls that go to jail, so I can't relate.
You said you're not even in that situation.
I can't say what I will or won't do. I don't know.
Maybe, man. Maybe. I don't know. I just sell out. Sell out.
What's the next movie that is on your pad?
No. It's
I don't think I got any more, y'all.
Yeah,
I don't want to keep y'all any longer. Disclosure Day with Steven Spielberg looks good. Father-in-Law looks good.
Father-in-Law does look good.
And I was expecting Ariana Grande to be kind of like ditzy and Wicked. No, she's not. She's not. She's playing more of a serious. I think she's like a CIA agent or something like that.
And she looks healthy.
Yeah. Cynthia Erivo looks healthy.
Cynthia let her eat, or she got away from Cynthia and she allowed to eat now.
Cynthia looks healthy in Children of Blood and Bone. I said, this is the Cynthia that I know. You look a lot better, sis. They probably said, bitch, you got to eat around us.
Bruh, where the fuck is Lena Waithe? Did she just loan out her wife? Or they not married no more? Or like,
they were never married. What are you talking about?
I thought they were. Oh, well, hold on. Cynthia Erivo and Lena Waithe are not married?
No.
Did I just make that up?
Yes. Lena Waithe was married to her longtime partner. And then one night we saw Lena Waithe at the Grammys in a room with Cynthia Erivo. And that was the end of the marriage with her wife. And then her and Cynthia Erivo started hanging out. But they were not married. She cheated on her wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Her wife is Miranda Madej.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Miranda girl. I don't know your name.
With Cynthia.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Miranda. I don't know your
name. Cynthia and Ariana did something.
Hey, she yoked up the little girl and got her on the booger sugar for a
Don't
whole
say
summer.
that, y'all.
For a whole
Don't say
summer.
that.
Don't
Don't
say
say
She
that.
got her
Don't say that. Don't say
Big
that.
salute to Miranda.
I'm sorry, Miranda.
Sorry, Miranda.
Wait, that's not Lena Waite's woman. The hell you talking about?
It's Ravens.
I'm finna say Lena Waithe was married to a black woman. I don't know who that is.
Quinny, let's get your panties out your
Yeah,
ass
name
tonight. Of
50
course
or-
we don't know that. It's a joke.
Damn, that's crazy. They fooled the hell out of me.
No, they were not
They pulled a 21 in Lotto.
Child, I'll never forget that night. You know, I'm in the gay community. I was like, what is they doing in a room together? What?
They fooled me, and I'm all the way out the box.
She
I
got caught.
don't even
Look,
know
this
the
is how I
truth.
feel. If I'm gonna cheat on my wife, I gotta make sure I'm cheating on her with somebody who I'm gonna be with. So I guess she was like, "Damn, I done got caught cheating. I might as well."
You got a stick.
I might as well. Damn, I
Hey,
fucked it
yeah.
up. I might as
No,
well.
you wilding a bit. You
Who wilding?
It's getting late. It's getting late.
Oh, y'all. Oh,
It's getting late.
Tina said.
Yeah, let's go ahead before we start a fight. Let's go on and get on up out of here.
Yeah, let's cut to a very intoxicated. Well, thank you, Tina, for being here and supplying us with all the info. I do hope that you get employed by Jedi Mike. He puts no restrictions on you, gives you every dollar that you want.
or I could just stay at my regular job.
Oh. What you got? Sunday back at the bus. They're gonna do a video. Darius and I should be doing a thing today or tomorrow. Well, today because it's after midnight right now. And I think I'm gonna meet I Am 2 Fly Cam on the weekend as long as it doesn't cut into my WrestleMania. Okay, let's cut to an intoxicated Josh who had controls of our stream and decided to end it prematurely.
Tina, we appreciate you coming on.
Yes, Tina, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody that came in tonight as well. We had over 100 people in here, so appreciate everybody that was here. Appreciate the ones that stayed. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. See you guys in the next one.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.